Oh my God, the show's starting. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show, the show that's meant to teach and help. Just remember, those of you that are watching, that the opinions stated by the three of us on the show are not that of Smiteworks USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds or The Forge or DM's Guild or anybody but us. So that's how it is. Tonight's show will feature three of us gals. Drake is not here with us. So I have
Old
Robin
times.
and Furied Fate. How are you guys?
Great. A little
Great.
sleepy. Ready for a
A little
nap.
sleepy.
Whatever.
Ready for a nap, whatever.
You guys are Flopsy and Mopsy. All right, I love it. It's the same thing from both of you.
How are
So,
you, Rob?
huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm sleepy too. I got up
Yeah,
about
you
30 minutes
forgot.
ago.
But here, I'm gonna ask you how you are
Oh,
every
your
time.
voice is a little wonky there, Robin.
Cause I we're having a freaking snowstorm, so
It's snowing
Shit,
there. Oh
girl.
wow, that's funny.
That
my
sucks.
internet is dead.
So tonight, what's up,
So if we
everybody in
lose
chat?
Robin, we know why. She got snowed in and is a
She got
popsicle.
snowed on, and then she'll be gone. But it's fine. She'll make it. So tonight we're going to take a look at basically anything anybody wants to on the Forge or DM's Guild and like pull it up and use it and look at it. Do you either of you two have a particular thing you want to see in action, or shall we go to the audience? All right. I'll
So,
take
I
that.
was trying to think. There is something I wanted to
Thank
see.
you.
Oh, what is it?
I'm looking at the title for it. So if somebody else has something else
Okay.
ready to
So
go.
in the
Oh,
chat, if
I
you guys
do.
want to see anything in action, just put in the comments and let us know. Robin, were you going to say
Oh,
something?
well, you probably already did a show on it from the times when I wasn't here. So if you've recently done it, feel free to say no. I totally understand. But Medicare came out with like the new. Oh my gosh, what are they called? Oh, we were talking about them last night on after the freaking one shot. Okay, just give me a second to collect my thoughts.
Okay.
By the way,
We've
how did the one shot go?
Oh, it was awesome.
I had boatload of fun.
Yeah, it was super
Awesome.
awesome. We went 30 minutes over and nobody cared. Um what is a secure, contain, protect? Oh my god. Okay, so BR Gem. So for those of you that are wondering about, okay, I'm gonna need to. I knew this would happen, and I tried to explain to him it's gonna fucking blow up in our face. So there's a product on the Forge called Secure, Contain, Protect Agent. And
CP.
if you go to the product itself, it's this it's this thing that like it's supposed to be an in joke, and it's like all meta, and you read it and you're like, what the fuck? And I told him we were gonna get so many questions. You, man. Oh yeah, Winneck has resub. Thank you, sir. So I'm gonna give you guys the link to the wiki, and you guys can go there. It's like a thing that is a database for stuff, and you can use it in Fantasy Grounds. But it's this meta thing that's like this. I don't know how to. Meta is the only word I can use for it. I have no idea what it is, but of course, I didn't make the thing. Troy did. This is a product of Troy Monteith, right? Who is
Yeah.
priest
Okay,
in
but why would he use it? That's the main thing.
so
Why would you want this?
the reason you would, and I think it's only like $1 or something. I don't know how much it is, but
Yeah, it's $1.
and there is a video too. There's also a video if you go to it. So here's the link to the product. I'll give you guys the link. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's look at it.
Watch the video?
No, let's look at the product and
Oh, okay,
we'll
cool.
see. So I don't know if there's an extension or not. Let me look. I don't. Maybe it is an extension. Yeah, SC. Okay, let me see. Let's go down the list here. And it's called Secure Protect SPC. So let's see. There's so many extensions. Here it is right here. SCP agent. Okay, so let's start up. Messy Fresh said,
Oh, I
hello, I
can't see
forgot that
your
it's April.
screen in Discord, Rob.
Sorry?
I can't see your screen in Discord.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys.
I mean, I can watch the stream, but
No,
it's
no,
on a
no, no.
delay.
I just forgot to share this. Well, you guys weren't here till 2 minutes before the show.
I told you. I'm
I
sorry.
know, no, but believe me, I'm not speaking to only you. Okay, there's the screen, you guys.
Thanks.
So, GWD 005, I did not see your question about the module builder, so we will try to get to that as well. So don't let me forget. BR Jones said I went there and I think it helped me at all. That's funny. McClancy's redeemed Street Cam. So let's get to that real quick. Here's Street Cam, everybody. It's very windy here. My sign is down. It's been down for a day. I just leave it because if I go back out there and set it up, it's going to blow down in 2 seconds. There's like, hey, who's this guy? What's he doing? He's leaving. There's 20-mile-an-hour winds out here. And of course, for those of you that don't know, to the right of my house, so this road here, if you're driving on this road going the way my pointer is, you're going west. So from the west is like major winds, and there's nothing over here. It's just all empty lot. So I'm going to probably bring that sign in tonight or something. I don't know, because it's going to be that way for a couple days. We don't have snow. Okay, so let's go see. So now the SPC agent. Say that again, Robin.
I can give you.
Oh yeah, you got some snow. You can give us.
Snow.
Yeah,
yes.
snow. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna actually have to. Let's look at the video. Let's look at it. Why is there no sound?
Researcher.
Oh, there we go.
Name redacted. On each one.
Let's move forward a little bit here.
The NPCs. Our button is appearing.
Once I see, I've watched this already once. I just don't remember.
Still opening up this new window, and when I click the button, I'm getting a random entry, and these are all backing up to our logs.
Okay, I think I got it. So let's switch back over to Fantasy Grounds. So NPCs. So if you open NPCs, and of course he's got it to where the buttons overlap each other. So let's go out like that. The NPCs window will have an SCP tracker button. You open that up. This will have your entries in it. And as of now, there's no entries, right? Because we haven't done anything. So let's pick. That gave us a random one. And these links will...
I love you, man.
It'll make an NPC for you, or it'll go to the NPC or the whatever SCP number it corresponds here. And the idea behind this is you can go to this database and pick out anything that's in here, which is all this sci-fi bullshit and weird stuff. But then you can also make your own. So again, I want to direct everybody to the Discord, to my Discord, which we'll put in the chat here. And if you want to know specifically about what this thing does and how to use it, and beyond that, I don't know what else I can show you guys, and I apologize because, you know, in most cases, I'm a producer and a seller. I'm not a maker of a lot of these things that Team Twohy does. I mean, I started out making the codes, and I've made a few of my own things. But Matakuri and Diablo Bob and Kent and Troy and all these other guys, Robin on Team Twohy, they make stuff. Fortunately, most of the stuff Robin makes, I understand it. But these other guys, I don't know what the hell they're doing. So, but every person on Team Twohy has their own room in the Discord that you can talk to them. So I encourage and implore all of you guys to go to the Discord and go to Troy Monteith's stuff and ask him, hey, Troy, I'm looking at your SCP. What the fuck? Or, you know, however you want to phrase your question to him. You can do that. So that's a good... And he, you know, he made it...
Kudos if you actually do phrase it like that. I mean, you know, that's very good too.
And I did ask him to come on the show But he's not able to do that yet. So one day we'll have a show maybe just dedicated to this thing, and he can show it all up. But for now, there's the video, and there's his room. You can ask him questions, and then you get the basic idea. It's about like linking NPCs to weird, fun things that are on this SCP database, which has been a thing on the internet for like many years, I guess. And
and I think like the long and short of it really is if SCP stuff is something you're already interested in, I mean, the extension is for you. And if it's not, and you don't care to look into it, and it's just not an extension for you.
right, that's a good point.
It sounds really juicy, but you know what I mean, like.
But I did sort of try to warn him. I said, what's going to happen is I'm going to get all these questions. And I didn't think anybody would ask me on the show, actually, but I thought I'd get, and I have gotten DMs and PMs and emails and, like, well, Rob, what is this thing? And I just go, ask Troy, and I point him to the, I send him over here to his room, right? As a matter of fact, I bet if we trolled through this room, we would see people saying, like, what's up with SCP? But anyway, so you guys can go at, what's this now? Oh, apparently there's a Discord for it. There's 3 members. I wonder if he started that. I don't know, because there's only 3 members. But yeah, it's this meta thing. It'd be the same as if there was some niche thing that was super popular. It'd be the same thing as like making a Wordle thing in Fantasy Grounds. Like only people that play Wordle would be like, okay, what's this? Otherwise, you wouldn't know what the hell's going on. So that's the answer to that. All right. Let's go back to what did other people say? Oh, BR Gemma asked, what did he ask? What do you call that thing? The builder. So his thing was, let me go back to his question.
That was GW005.
Oh yeah, it was GWD005. He said in the builder.
Or no, he has a question about the module builder. Yeah, in FGU. Once you make a module, can you break it open again to edit it?
Oh, well, so yes. I mean, if you're in the campaign that it was made, you can edit it. If you're in what am I trying to say? If you're in the actual module that the builder's in, then I don't know if you can. Let's find out about that. Let's open something that isn't locked. Let's see what isn't locked. Let's go to activation. I don't think unknown whom is locked. You do have to spell it right though. Okay, so going in the reference manual here in the actual module. In other words, this isn't the campaign that it was built in, which will look like this, right? Because you can edit it. But if you open any module just in a regular campaign, you should be able to edit it. Yeah, you can unlock it, and I can go in here and edit it and do whatever I want. Yeah, so you can do that. If something is locked, and for those of you that don't know, when I keep using the word locked, what I mean is some things that are made, when they're exported, they're marked as read-only. And that's usually like any third party, like any Fantasy Grounds or any Wizards of the Coast stuff and any Cobalt Press or any of these third-party things that are like permanent things that they don't want you messing with. When they're exported or made, they're made read-only, which means you can't do any of these unlocking things. These will all be read and you can't manipulate them. So for anything that isn't marked read-only, and everything that Team Twohy makes is that's a module is unlocked so that you can change it. Because a lot of DMs like to do that. That's actually a Comcast sucks. That's actually a big complaint amongst people is, like, I think if I went into Acquisitions Incorporated, into their reference manual, yeah, see, there's no lock there. I can't change any of this stuff. Now, if you go into the story entries, if there are story entries...
There are none.
Then those are unlocked because they will allow you to change some. DMs might want to go in and put notes, like, hey, big DM note here for me or something. Big DM, big dick energy. And then anytime you make a note, you change the thing. But then, of course, if you go here to where the module is in the activations window, you can. Where is it? Oh yeah, if you make a change, this revert changes thing will be here. So let's go back to where that was.
You can do it from that window. You don't have to go to the activation window to revert changes.
Oh, you can do it here? Oh yeah, you can do it
yes,
here.
Sir.
Nice, that's a new thing.
I've been wanting to tell you that for forever.
Yeah,
now,
I think I
come
did
back
know that.
And I'll tell you.
I think I did know that. I just didn't remember. Oh, hey, Talk Link Rain. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome to the show. Where was the one I
sound like a robot?
Where was that?
You do. You sound like Gladys from Portal, and I love it. I'm living for it right now.
Well, I can't remember where the hell the thing was that I changed. So I'll just change this right here. I'll just do this. Wait, no. Change. Okay, so now when I revert changes, so I just opened up a story entry.
I love you, man.
Hey, Nafum, thanks for the resub. Hi, boss. When I revert changes here, which again can be done from the activation or by right-clicking just right here on the modules, you're going to see this disappear over here. This word change is going to just go away. Boom, like that. Because basically what it did is it put the module back to its original state. So that's a button you don't want to push without thinking about it, because let's say you've been running a campaign and you've been doing it for a year and you've made 20,000 changes. You can erase all of them in one button push without, there's no way to get them back. They're just gone now. But anyway, that's what that does. All right, let's see. What was the next question I missed? Did I miss another question in the chat?
I didn't see another question, but Robin has bookmarked a couple of products that she wanted us to take a look at.
Okay.
We've already done an episode on these, especially recently. You don't have to cover them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because it's that one, and then it's the weapon and NPC. Okay.
Yeah, and so was it all three of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually did a whole show on these. So if you want to see that,
okay. I'll just watch that episode. No worries.
And by the way, there were, for those of you that are interested or that even own the complete offensive packages, there were a couple of problems recently, and those were made by Lord Taser initially. All three of those, the complete offensive package, NPC, threat fields, weapons, and spells, all three have been taken over now by Matakuri. So they're now green covers instead of, anyway, whatever the color Lord Taser had. So those have all been taken over. They made an agreement. The commissions were transferred. And so Matakuri is handling all three of those now. And they are all now currently fixed and up to date, ready to go, and they work fine. Because I think during the show, one thing we tried to do blew up in our face, as is wont to happen on this show, always. But yeah, they all work perfectly now and seamlessly. And, they make the threat fields and the circles. And basically what that does, Robin, if you don't know anything about those, what those do is when you're playing, when you hover over the weapon or the character, it shows the range on the map of like how far is your bow shoot, what's short range, what's long range. It's pretty cool. And it does everything for the monsters too. It shows like if the monster's going to do what were you doing last night all the time? A sacred flame. It would show you the circle of how far the sacred flame would go and whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Very useful.
Cool.
I
don't know how robotic I still sounds.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not really that bad, and it's only periodically. If we were playing a game, I would. You were doing a little bit last night, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
And we always understood what you said, so because internet, because snow.
Yeah, weather. They don't go together.
Oh, I actually had a question. Are you going to be publishing all future projects onto the Forge unless it's a collaboration?
No, so here's the rule about the Forge.
Okay.
So anything that's an extension will go on the Forge.
Okay.
We used to think that. So for those that don't, there might be some people that don't completely understand. By the way, if you go to my Discord in the main general chat channel, if you come to my Discord and you're in general chat, you can go right up to pinned messages up here, and click on that, and there is a video here. It's on YouTube, and it's like, what's the deal with the Fantasy Grounds Forge? And it's basically me in like July of last year explaining, okay, here's what happened. And the quick version of that story is Wizards of the Coast, for reasons, freaked out about the word extension because of another VTT that fucked up the community. And they said, no more extensions on DM's Guild. Take them all down. And people were like, whoa, hold on a second there, lawyers. You're going to freak people out. So then they decided that certain extensions, not all of them, would need to be taken off the DM's Guild and put onto the Fantasy Grounds Forge, which wasn't invented yet. So they did invent the Forge, because they decided that in like late 2020. And so by July of last year, the Forge was up, and they said, okay, now that the Forge is there, move your crap. So we had to move like 19 titles or something. Now, when I use the word move, I should really be saying the word copy, because everything that's ever been on DM's Guild is still on DM's Guild. You just can't buy it there. But if you already owned it, it's in your library and will continue to be updated. I just updated something yesterday that's on the Forge, but it's also on DM's Guild, because those people that purchased it on the DM's Guild, it's not fair for them, right? We can't just say, no more, bye-bye, rebuy it. And so we're not making people rebuy it. If it's on the DM's Guild, it's still there. But Fury's question, going forward, if it's an extension, it will be put on the Forge, because we've determined that the Forge is actually a better place for us for sales than DM's Guild, believe it or not. The numbers, I did not think that would ever be the case, but numbers don't lie, and we sell better on the Forge than we do on DM's Guild. So,
and what about the modules?
Modules will still probably be DM's Guild, and here's why. Because you can't publish anything with WotC IP on the Forge. So all of our extensions don't have Wizards of the Coast IP. They might manipulate it, but it doesn't include it, right? But if I even mention the Tarask, I can't publish it on, it's got to be OGL, SRD compliant or whatever. And that's never the case, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of licensing complications.
Because we all have to have a Tarask in our campaigns, and everything.
And you can publish if you have a publisher's agreement. I mean, this if you're behind the scenes on all this crap, it's mind blowing how all this works. But so we actually did, because a lot of people are kind of a little miffed or pissed or even angry that if they bought something on the DM's Guild, they want it on the Forge because they want the automatic updates. Like that's it's like scratching the inside of your elbow.
It is nice. Yeah.
And so I went to the DM's Guild and I asked them, hey, due to this confusion, and it's been a year now, and it would really be a nice thing for the community if you would let us move all of our extensions from the DM's Guild to the Forge. And they basically said, no, we're not.
They don't want to lose somebody either.
Yeah, see, I always think that I'm like the redheaded bastard stepchild of the DM's Guild, because they kind of don't really pay attention to VTT sales. Like they're not really that interested in Fantasy Grounds, even though they support it or whatever. But I mean, if you look here, they've made 700 and I've sold over $750,000. That's gross now, not net. That's not how much I've made. That's how much I've sold on their platform. So, 750,000, that's $750,000, right? So I'm over that. I'm on track to do $1 million gross by like January of 24, if pacing goes. But anyway, my point is they kind of don't really, like, I don't have any power there. You'd think I would be like somebody who would say, hey, I'm going to be making $1 million for you guys. Can I have a suggestion? But they really just don't acknowledge me as anybody special at all. They never have. So,
all right, now take a drink of water.
Yeah, take a drink of water. Did somebody redeem hydrate? Thank you.
Yeah, they did.
Bob did.
Liquids. So, So my point was going to be that I did ask them, could we move those? And they said, they didn't say no, they said not at this time, which is no. But that kind of has an inkling of hope to it, like maybe someday.
It's kind of like, if you had a girlfriend or a wife, say, not right now, but maybe we'll come back to it, which means it's not going to happen. It's been shut down
Yeah.
completely.
Can we have a
Dude, I
threesome?
feel like
Not
my
at this
kids all the
time.
time.
Yeah.
My kids are like, can I, get karate? And we're like, not right now,
Yeah.
but someday. Sure.
Can we go to the favorite restaurant? Not right now.
Yeah.
So that's no then. Yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So the answer to your question specifically for your read is yes. Everything in the future that's an extension will go on the Forge. Everything that's not won't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just like to keep that clear.
Yeah. What else, everybody? Oh, Fury, did you think of the one that you were wanting to look at?
Yes, it was the one that you just talked about, that SCP one. Because I was looking through the
Oh, it was that
different
one,
stuff on
okay.
the Forge. I was like, what the hell is that? And then it didn't click for me for a while. And then I was like, oh, SCP, like those really weird containment units that have weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
As well, that's how I equate it, because I've been watching other people play like SCP type games where you're like in a room and there's like a whole bunch of mannequins, and one of these
Oh.
mannequins like moves when you don't look at it. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not
And-
what I want to do.
And
And these are like horror based games, so.
I didn't notice this, but if you load the extension, when it loads up in the window, there's actually a link here to the SCP Agent
to all the
Support
SCP.
channel, which I believe goes to
The website.
It'll go to the room I pointed out. It'll go to Troy's. Oh, come on.
The
I hate web-based
that Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it does. It goes to his room, the one I pointed out. It goes to this.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's good. If you're joining us late in the show, if you have questions about Fantasy Grounds, anything that you want to see, type it in the chat. Any product you want to look at that we have on DM's Guild or the Forge, just let us know. Or if there's anything... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Diablo Bob broke down the whole threesome progression. When you're dating, someday, engaged, maybe, married, I'm pregnant, there's your threesome.
Well, now we know a little bit more about Diablo Bob.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Now I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, oh, that just makes it really fucking awkward.
It is.
Okay. Ugh. Okay, I'm over it.
I don't believe in marriage, but if my wife had that kind of a sense of humor, I might, or my girlfriend, I guess I would say, not my wife, because she wouldn't be my wife yet.
Okay. Anyways, I forgot what else I wanted to look at. Oh, so because I DM now, I was looking at the Critically Awesome Essentials.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at the DM tool.
Okay.
And we were talking about token sharing, right?
Yeah.
So for that one, not only do I have to have the module open, my players have to have that module open, right?
I think so. Let's have Bob verify that. Is DM Tools an extension, or no? It's just Critically Awesome Essentials is the extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the extension, and then the DM Tools is a module.
Right. Rule number 1: you picture, you lose. That's funny. I can't unsee that. Only DM.
Okay. Only the DM needs to have it open, and then the players can move their tokens or put tokens wherever they like, so to speak.
Oh yeah, this came up in our game last night with Robin, but Diablo Bob was actually a player. Somebody opened up the spiritual weapon thing, and it didn't have the token in it.
Yeah, the tokens. I've had an issue with Fantasy Grounds Unity since the day it launched with fucking tokens. It's so frustrating. Yeah, like,
because
it just works how it worked in Classic. Whatever I have in my folder, the players should be able to access. but it doesn't work that way for some reason.
No,
I
so
hate
players can't access tokens in Unity. Period. That's always been the case.
I know. It's so frustrating. It's so
But if you
stupid.
have, let's open up critically
And it shouldn't be that way.
awesome essentials, DM tools, player tools, and critically awesome. Oh, token swapper. Okay, so now if I go and well, see, I need to open. Whoops, I need to open a
Character sheet.
I mean I need to open my like a spells.
Oh, sorry.
My spells thing.
Yeah, that'd be helpful too.
Wow, look at all this. There's Book of Lost Spells. There's Deep Magic spells. Robin. There's Level Up Advanced spells. Robin. There's spells. Me.
But some of those are also on the Forge as well. Just saying. Oh, he says not token swapper. Undo token swapper. Unload that now.
He's
Oh, damn, he's yelling at
now,
you.
Why? Okay, but explain that. Why token swapper unload? Why? Why am I unloading that?
Do you want to come in here and explain that?
Bob, do you want to join the? Do you want me to add you to the call? I don't know if you can do that if you want.
If you want to, and explain to us uncultured, uneducated people.
Okay, unloaded token swapper because I've been yelled at. All right, now if I open a character sheet, and let's go to the actions tab and see, Fireball's already there. I don't need to add it. Fireball's already there, and you can tell the token's there. You can see it. So if I open it, it's got the token. So
Yeah, he can get on here quick. But he said that generic token swapper is for generic token swapper only, I guess.
Okay, so let me get him in here. Let me go to here. Let's add to the call. I don't know how to do this. How do I add?
Well, you have to go to the call group.
Yeah, this is the call group.
Well, you weren't on that a second ago. Anyways, the little person on top
there we go.
with the
Diabla. Add. Okay, cool. So we'll get Diablo Bob in here.
PC. Oh.
What up?
What up?
He's there.
Oh. Is he? Is he?
He shows connected.
Oh, okay.
He's on his phone though. God, I hate Discord on a phone. I don't know how people can use it on a phone.
It's not that hard, honestly.
Well, I'm old, remember?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can't hear him. I wonder why not.
I don't know either.
Anyway, he'll pipe up in a second. So,
The more you fuck it up.
Okay, how's that?
there we go.
Oh,
Yep.
now we can hear you.
Okay. So the token swapper module was actually made for the generic token swapper extension, which is all the non-5e extension or rule sets.
Say that again. All the
Oh.
non-what?
All the non-5e rule sets.
We had to put on the DM's Guild webpage that it's only for 5e along with all the other extensions, even though that they were compatible with other rule sets.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, but if I open that module, it'll mess things up?
It will not. However, I was recommending it for you on the stream so that way people don't think that they have to load
Oh,
that
okay.
for
Good call.
regular critically awesome essentials.
Yes. Okay, I like that. Turns out this character is not on any map, so let's go to open a map. And we'll show.
Also, hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. And we'll show. And we're gonna have Bob on the show someday soon after he makes his next product. We'll do a whole Diablo Bob show.
I just need time.
Just
Wait,
you.
Bob?
Yeah, I won't be here. Just Bob will
No,
be here.
sir. I want this next week. I want it done. And I'm just kidding.
Hey, if
we're-
everything
we're-
aligns, it is possible to have it done next week.
Ooh. Oh, I'll go to the calendar right now and put your name right
Nope,
here.
nope,
Okay.
no.
Don't do it.
No,
He
fr-
takes
okay.
it back.
So if I'm this character and now I want to say I'm going to use Fireball on the map, right? I'm going to blow shit up. So I'm going to check target. I'm going to grab.
Zoom in on the map.
Huh?
Because it looks so small on stream. Just zoom in on the map.
Oh, okay.
You look so small.
Well, yeah, but but Fireball's big, right? So I'm going to put it on there. Oh wait. So I grab it and I bring it over. Now it's not. When I let go, it's going to be big, right? It's going to be 100 like that.
That's what Rainbow.
And then if there were things in there, it would have targeted them, and then I could just roll the damage, boom, like that. But anyway, that's how that works.
Target button, yes.
Huh?
When you click the target button, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if I click that. So and then here's another one. Here's Fairy Fire, which also has a thing like that, and so it's got all the tokens. Now here's the thing: people don't realize is that, and it says in the instructions, but nobody ever fucking reads the instructions.
Because we learned that from you.
Yeah, RTFM. These tokens are built in if you own them, and this particular the particular module that's used for the tokens is do you know the name of that, Bob? What's that's called?
The spell token.
Yeah. The name of the file, is it called spell tokens?
I have less modules. I can look at it real quick. Yeah, you own like 50,000 modules.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me look it up here. Spell token.
And this is going to be a
called,
module on the DM's Guild?
Yes, and I'm going to show that right now. So it's
okay.
The file name is Fantasy Grounds Spell Tokens 2.1 mod, and on DM's Guild. Now the reason this is important is you can use any tokens you want, but then you'd have to manually put them in there. But if you own this one, which hello DM's Guild, what are you based in Chicago? Okay.
That's toxic.
Spell token. Yeah. So Dungeons and Dragons 5e spell tokens 2.1 and it's $10 and you have to own this specific, and it basically has tokens for every single dungeon, every single 5e spell that has a persistent effect or a area of effect. So there's like here they all are listed.
That's not even a Rob Twohy product.
No, and that's the thing. We work with this guy. So G Jensen, who we worked with, it's not even our product. So it's the only outside product that we have as part of what we do, because we don't even, he doesn't pay us anything or nothing. We just thought, hey, these tokens are awesome. Would you want to have, when Bob was making the spell effect token thing, we just thought, wouldn't it be cool if this guy will let us use, we didn't even think to there was never any discussion of either us paying him or him paying us. We just thought, hey, I told him, I said, if you let us use these tokens, you will sell a shit ton of these. And he did. He went to when we first incorporated it, he was like number 3 on the DM's Guild as far as sell it. And look, he's already a mithril seller because people buy these outside of what we do. But, anybody that buys the coding packages that buys Critically Awesome Essentials also will then go buy this. And we don't get a penny from that. Well, that's just us being nice to him, and he gets to have extra revenue, which is awesome because, support. Rising tide lifts all boats, that whole thing.
Okay, so now here's my question. So I have Critically Awesome Essentials. I have the DM tools. I would like my players to put spell tokens there, but I do not own this pack. The token sharing with the DM tools, that doesn't allow the players to put, say I have Robin's Orb Effects token pack.
Right.
They can't access that
no.
to.
So as a DM, this would be blank right here.
Okay.
And then you would have to go to go to Robin's, which is free. She has a
simple aura token.
Nope, that's not the one. That's the
the pretty pink cover.
Aura.
Nope, that's tokens. Where is it? What's it called?
Simple.
It looks like you don't have it in your model pack, maybe?
Simple.
Why do you not have it?
What the fuck?
How dare you, sir?
Bullshit.
It's fine.
All right, hold on.
Search by author. Robin.
No, I bet I don't have it.
Oh, you have it in your archive.
I have it in my archives. Wait, where the hell's archives?
Oh shit.
No.
Yeah, a whole bunch of uh-oh.
No.
Australia's plays. We will get back to your question in just a moment. Okay.
My
Just
archives
so
folder
you-
is gone. This is not healthy.
They're available for the DMs Guild, so you can easily get them if you want.
I know you put your archives somewhere.
Well, the
Because-
archives are in the same folder. Yeah, so unless it's... Oh, no, modules. Rarely used. Okay, maybe it's... Well, wait a minute. Let me back out. So let me see if it's here. This is Fantasy Grounds Classic. I might just have not...
there they
okay. I just didn't move it. I just didn't move it over to Unity is all. Okay. Oh, wait. Replace the file.
Interesting.
So it is there. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, there's
What?
there.
So maybe you were searching by the wrong thing.
Simple aura tokens.
I didn't even know you could load models this way through on
Oh,
activation.
Because you're searching by author. No.
There it is. I don't fucking know, you guys. I don't.
Nope,
First of all,
that's
let's
not
just
it.
be honest.
That's not
I don't know how to use Fantasy Grounds. Thank you.
That's also not the module. It's not the module.
It's
That wasn't
Conjure
it?
Summons and Donors. Yeah.
That's
What?
the
It's having a hard
conjuring
time following or finding that module. That's weird.
I don't think you can load token modules anymore. I think they're just automatically loaded.
just go to
Oh,
assets.
that's
Check
what
your
it is.
assets.
It's not. You don't
Oh.
load it. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Go to
You don't
assets.
load it in the module thing. It's just in your assets.
Assets.
So
Yeah,
if I go
assets.
to assets,
Wow, it took us
Okay,
that
you
long
can
to figure
search-
this shit out.
you can literally
We're
search it.
not smart.
Simple Aura.
Now you can search for simple. There it is.
okay. So yeah.
Bam.
So here. Oh god, I hate that double click thing. So here's all the tokens. So let's pretend that Fireball that this was empty, right?
Red circle.
Yeah. You can just
Click the target button.
you can grab a red circle would be a good one, exactly, and just drag that over like that. And now Fireball, instead of this token, I wonder if I close this.
Additionally, you can drop it on the one next to the title, and it'll actually change both. So it's like drop a blue one on the
Oh,
one.
is
next
that right?
to the title.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh.
Nice.
As a DM,
Okay.
I would have to do this for all my player spells.
What I wanted
Yeah.
to know, though, is
Fortunately.
if I did just do the one, if I close it and then reopen the character.
It will repopulate.
It will? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. So, oh, no, it didn't.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I guess best practice is to actually drag it onto, well,
Yeah, to one of yeah.
drag it like
There
that.
you go. You have
Like
two
that.
tokens that you can choose from.
So this is free. Robin's Simple Aura Tokens is on the DM's Guild. It's free. You can, it's pay what you
To
want.
pay what you want.
So you can
It's a
give
tip.
$100 if you'd like to, but
I'm
it's
actually
free.
making. There will be a new set coming out soon.
Ooh, very good.
Now, for
Better
theory,
set.
So
Or
as
free
as a
plate?
DM, if you don't own that module that we showed, if you don't own this, all of the tokens will be blank. And as a DM, you need to open up your players
Cheer
sheet
bits.
because
Cheer
players
bits in the
can't
stream.
do
Thanks
this.
for the cheer bits.
And you need to do what I did. You need to say, oh, you want Fireball to be orange? Okay, here you go. Boom. And then they'll have an orange token for Fireball. And then any spells they have, like this here, this one, what's this called? Fairy Fire, would be... Oh, I need to undo that. Why is it acting up like that? What's going on?
what are you trying to do?
Well, look, this thing has both words there, and this one has the token and the target button. It's like it's possessed.
That one I haven't seen.
Anyway, it changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something weird about.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't. Oh, because you left it a token on the map.
Oh yeah, I went against the rules.
Yeah. Oh, that's a new thing from one of the last updates that I have to fix.
And by the way, everybody, when almost anything you buy has a reference
Right.
manual, and you do need to, token stacking, encounter enhancements, combat tracker, spell tokens. you need to read through these and
Oh,
It does need to be updated because there's no middle click anymore. It's left click for
okay.
Unity.
Mhm.
It will be updated shortly.
And didn't you have for spell tokens? Don't you have a thing in here that says here's the link to the thing on the DM's Guild? I thought we did that.
I do. I know it's on the actual page. Using spell tokens, maybe.
No,
Or adding spell tokens to spell.
no, I didn't see it anywhere.
Oh, okay, I'll make sure that that's in there. I
Okay.
know it's on the actual page for DM tools. You added a link there.
For DM tools. Oh, in
Yeah,
the
on the DM's page.
on the DM's
DM's
Guild.
Guild
Yeah.
page.
So
Now, for a fun extra thing for Fury, because she is a DM now, after he shows that the link is there.
so if you go to DM's tools, it'll tell you you must have critically awesome essentials, and then
You had the token module link somewhere.
I don't. It's not here.
Is it under your spell coatings then? Because I know you linked it somewhere.
Oh, maybe that's where it is.
Yeah, there it
There you go.
is.
Critically awesome essentials can be found here. If you own G. Jensen's Dungeons and Dragons Spell Tokens 2.1 from the DM's Guild, those tokens will pre-populate. You must own that module for them to work, and then here it is. If you own Robin Nix's Simple Aura tokens, those tokens will pre-populate where G. Jensen's tokens do not apply. You must own that module for them to work. Here it is.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
So for Furied Fate, if you would open up the combat tracker. And on the top little bar, if you click the little targeting icon to the right, that is where the DM can use spell tokens.
Yeah.
Now, you can drop the same spells from the spell-coded module from Rob. Like, say, Fireball, you can drop it on there, and it'll automatically be populated.
Right.
Cool.
Let's wait. How do you get rid of them?
Just right-click and delete it.
How tough is it to put a button that does the deletes?
It gets finicky with updates, and since we're still not in a stable position for that, I just left it off because you can just right-click.
Got it. So here's Fireball. I drag it from the Rob Twohy spell coatings over. Boom. Token and everything.
And you can change the title if you want, so that way when you drop it on the map, it renames and stuff. It will. You can click targets, and it will target for anyone whose turn it is in the combat tracker. So that includes NPCs. So if the NPCs drop in a fireball, and you don't want to sit there and click on all the players and all their pets, you can just drop the token, click the target on that window, and you're good to go.
And if you want to make up something on the fly, you can go here and you can say, is it a companion animal? Is it a summon familiar? Is it a riding mount? Is it a spell token? Is it a circle? Is it not a circle? What's the size, measurement, radius, all that shit? What color is it? You can just.
And you can also now add token lights as well. So if you want to get fancy with it and have it pulsing or whatever, you can add token lights as well.
Like with dancing lights, that'd be cool.
Correct.
Fancy.
So let's just make one here. Let's just make one. And we'll make it a circle, and we'll make the fall off 5 and the fall off 10, speed 10, bright 5, dim 10, flicker this thing. And do I drag this over?
No, you just click save.
Oh, save updates.
But you also need a token as well.
Oh, that's what I thought this token was going to be. Oh, so just any token. Okay.
That's the color of the
Any
light.
token. So this is the token light. This is when you drop it on the map, it'll have a light effect.
Oh, okay. So let's go to assets. Let's get a torch. Right? Okay, now I'm going to drop it on the map and everyone's going to freak out. How come it's not doing anything?
Did you enable
You don't
lighting on
have
the map?
light. No,
Turn
yes.
lighting on, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do lighting.
No, go back to the play. Yep, and then it's one of those options. Oh, enable disable lighting. Down. Wait. Okay, turn it back on.
No,
Yeah,
but also you
filter,
need
I'm
to
not a
change
big
the
fan.
actual lighting on the map because it's probably daytime.
Where do you do
So if you go
that?
to the light option, the little light bulb, and it's one of those other options. No, not that one, not the preset. Sorry, I'm trying to make this bigger so I can see. Full screen this.
Switch it to pulse. Put speed at like 20. Or no, the on the actual spell token window that you have up. Speed like 20 or something. Click save. Drag another token over. Okay.
How do you delete a thing?
You delete the
Oh,
token.
Rob. On the token control panel for the light,
Uh-huh.
on the left, click the little option that says use token light. All the way on the left side of your screen. Yep, there you go.
Okay, but
Is
how do
that
you get
here?
rid of this one? This is the old one. The new
You
one's...
go
You
back
need to play
play.
Oh,
on the map.
right.
Play.
Right. There we go.
Layers.
Okay.
Oh, so you just dropped it on the wrong layer right now.
So what layer should it be on?
Should be on the play layer.
Okay, so then I did it on the wrong layer. Okay, so hold on. Ah, there we go.
There we
Boom.
go.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Now I can make the color different. I can make it orange. Oh, but you have to redrag.
You have to
You have to drop a new one.
Ah, it's not
Drop a
dynamic.
new one.
Okay.
Oh.
But hey, and then
Fancy.
I can make
Now,
one that goes really fast, and it's red.
Now, if you ever want to do a disco club type thing, you can put those out there and make them invisible, and the lighting will still exist.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's cool. All right.
Okay.
This is
so cool.
Rob, did you ever download the Dungeon Alchemist?
I did.
Okay. Have you made any maps with it yet?
No. Yes, I made one example map, but I did not save it. I opened the program and used it for maybe 10 minutes, but it's freaking cool.
Okay, because Australia's Plays, who was asking if you import a map made in Dungeon Alchemist into Fantasy Grounds, and then you add Fantasy Grounds assets to the map, how does it look mixing the 3D assets with the 2D assets?
Let's look.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
mean, I'd imagine it would look like adding assets to any other map. You know, like especially if you're using assets from like a different artist who didn't do the art for the map.
That is true.
It depends, you know, whether are they a match, are they in the same style, like kind of stuff. So it's gonna look like it looks based on the art that you're using.
By the way, Bob, if you have to go, that's cool. We'll see you next week on the show. The whole show is just you next week, okay? Next week, okay? Just kidding.
Negative.
Negative. So Dungeon Alchemist, for those that you don't know, was a Kickstarter, and
You know,
I
I
want
haven't
it so
seen if I
bad.
got to my thing yet. I need to check my emails. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
and yeah, they would have sent. They
Proceed.
sent the. I think on the 31st or the 1st, they sent the codes.
I
And
don't look.
I think you can. It's still early access or whatever. I think if you didn't Kickstart it, you can still buy it. I think it's maybe 15. I don't remember. I'll check the price on that. But it has, the cool thing about it is it has Fantasy Grounds integration, including line of sight. So I did not check into that, but we'll look at it right now, because there's so many map making programs out there. I mean, there's got to be 25 different
Oh shit! Winak just says it's $45 for it.
Oh yeah, okay. So I kickstarted it, which I think we got it for less. We got it for maybe 35 or something. But
Yeah.
so here's
Celestian says this is his new favorite map tool.
Yeah, and it's because, like, watch how easy it is. So I'm gonna do. Let's see, what is this? I'm gonna make this room, and then I'm gonna make a thing like it has that room like that, and it combines it. See how? And then you say, okay, boom, and then it just makes it, and it just randomizes it. So look, boom, it's done. I mean, I don't need to do anything else. Now I can add all kinds of crap to it and change stuff and put things in there. But let's just say
Wait, does it have it? Okay, I see where the door is.
And you by the way can look 2D, 3D, 2D flat. I mean it's really cool. So let's do 2D flat.
Wow.
This is what we would use in the game, right? So let's export this. Let's even save this as. Is it save as or export? Let's try export. Oh, Foundry, boo! Fantasy Grounds Unity export.
Yeah.
Limited, top down. Render lights and image. See, oh god, this is so cool. I'm gonna do 300 quality. What's up? Grid color. It's European. Color has a U in it. I'm out. I quit. Let's do white is good. Let's transparency. Oh, so you can make the grid. Yeah, I like a heavy grid actually. Most people don't, but I do because.
No, I like heavy grid. I don't like having to kind of guess where the fucking grid
I
is.
want a heavy grid on this
I
shit.
hate it.
So you can, Robin, in your map, you can go all the way down here to 0. You can do whatever you want.
I mean,
You know,
not
I would
zero,
be
but, like,
obnoxious and I would make the grid like fucking pink or yellow, like stay in your goddamn box.
I would
Oh.
definitely like
Especially marked.
colorize the
Especially marked.
grid close to like with the map. Like if I'm on a green map, I made it like greenish grid, but still visible. I don't like them when they're really really heavy.
Please follow these instructions to import your map. VTT. So all it did was give me the XML file. So now I think I need to save.
An XML?
Well, yeah, for the Oh, now why is it? Damn.
Just change it to .mod. Change the XML to .mod. Maybe.
But you need an XML and a picture. You need a JPEG or a whatever. So
Celestian saying no. It creates an image and XML.
it does both. He
does
says.
both.
Okay. Let's go look.
It says go to the site. It tells you how to import it. He's like beating you with a shoe. It's like, dude, this is why you need to read the manuals.
Didn't I do it to? I swear I did it to downloads. Okay, whatever. Maybe I didn't do it to the right. Whatever. Let's do that again. File export.
Read the fucking manual.
Export. But I thought I did it to. Oh, I did it to documents. That's not where I wanted it. But if that's where it is, fine. Let's go look at documents. I wanted to do it to downloads. Documents. Okay, here we go. Untitled map and untitled XML. So let's grab those two.
Cheerbits.
Cheerbits. McClancy. Cheerbits. Bit boss. Hype boss. Let's go to campaigns. Here and images. Let's slide that in there. Let's go over here and reload. Dun, 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 dun. Did you see how fast? I mean, if you want just a random map like I made, you can just draw the square or draw the squares, and I mean, you saw how quick that was. It was so amazing. And this is only the second time I've ever opened the program, so I don't know anything about what I'm doing.
Celestian said you could have just refreshed the assets.
Oh, really? I didn't need to reload? Interesting.
Nope.
And refreshing an assets thing must be a button that I don't know about?
Yeah, it's like a little refreshing button.
Hey, don't do that, because I'm going to do that too.
I'm sorry. I'm
Late for us ladies. Oh, and Lyroon is saying don't change.
At the bottom it says store, folder, refresh.
Oh yeah, right there.
And he says don't change the image name or XML file name. Leave them as is.
Yeah, now why is that important?
Because XML needs to match the image file name because it's what puts the
lighting
okay,
so you got to make sure you
to that image.
You got to make sure you right. I get you.
Because if you open up that XML, it'll say that it's for this image named Untitled.
So many.
Whatever you named it.
Here it is. Okay,
hey!
Here it is. So many images because this basically anything that's in your library it basically has all the images. I have like 8,000 images. So here it is. Here's the preview.
Okay, now let's get some line of character in there with some line of sight. I want to see the door work. I want to see the windows work.
Well, there wasn't a door.
I thought there
It
was.
was all windows. No,
What?
when he went into the 3D view, it was all windows.
Oh shit! I
No
thought there
door.
was at least one fucking door. God damn it!
Why
Oh,
would a
look at
Well,
building
the
here.
not
lights.
have a door?
That's your mistake, sir. Anyways, just put a person in there and let's see about the windows. I think the windows do work, actually.
They do. You can see the lights.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sleeping.
thinking.
Look at that shit. Hello, everybody
There's
The
actual
from
light source.
campfire,
Dungeon
which seems
Alchemist.
dangerous to have inside of a wooden house, but you know,
Hey, can I
it's just me.
open the window and go out? Yeah, that's a door. That's a door.
Is it though?
I know, but you know, I literally threw together
You just,
one in
you
1
just.
second.
Oh wait, are you walking through those doors? Or are you
I
walking
opened.
through the windows?
This is a window or a door. It says door. That says door. Door.
Because they're windows and they functionally work the same.
Right.
You can open
That's
them, you
true.
can close them.
If you're George Costanza
I guess
taking the
windows
IQ
let
test
light
and you want to sneak out
through.
and get a sandwich, you go right out the window like that.
Nice, 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 nice.
And I can't go out those
Long
because
as
they're
it works.
closed. They're closed. I can't go out. Closed, closed, can't go out. Ooh, I got stuck.
Good.
So, I mean, that's... Dude, I made a map
It
in
is an
1
egress.
second, and it's in Fantasy Grounds with lighting. Hello!
Right.
Like,
So
start
now
making shit, everybody.
the original question was using other assets, like
Oh,
decorating
yeah.
this map with other, like, I don't know if you have like any other
Oh,
token
well...
Oh,
things
he
that you
has
can put on
so
a map.
many. Oh, so
Like
many.
barrels and like decorative
So-
things.
No, no, no. He said
Not
he's
in
not
here,
talking
but in
about, yeah.
Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, in Fantasy Grounds. Okay.
Yes.
So say that he wanted to add something else to his Dungeon Alchemist map. Say,
Okay.
like she was talking about, like a
I
barrel.
subscribe to Kaora on Patreon, right? So I get a lot of his, yeah, like barrels and
Is
things
it
that I make.
Patreon or
Yeah.
Patreon?
It's Patreon.
I always say Patreon, but whatever.
Well,
Because
if
I'm a
you're...
patron.
You're
It
a
should be
patron, so it's
Patreon.
Patreon.
Then okay, I see. Well, anyways, there you go. That was my point.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
I scale it
I think
down.
it's really just about the whole, Robin's right, about the art styles mixing and
Mhm, yeah.
mashing. But you
Yeah,
can
most people don't
add-
care.
add shit to the layers.
There's
They're
a
just
barrel there. It
gonna
looks good.
look a little different.
Transparent.
Looks good.
Barrel roll.
Barrel
But yeah,
landed on my
most
house.
people aren't going to care. Some people will. So my suggestion would be to find artwork that matches the style that Dungeon Alchemist uses.
Right.
It's like semi-realistic, but not quite.
Like that top-down view of the wooden barrel on the very bottom row.
Yeah.
Bottom row.
Yeah, one of those might match a little better. Yeah, that looks a little better.
Yeah.
A little more matchy-matchy.
So wait a minute. What do these have? Why would you not have? Why would that not be see-through? Come on.
Because it's a JPEG
Yeah, I
instead
know,
of a
but
PNG.
why would you even? Why would you use it? Just get rid of it. Delete it.
Because it's an
Okay,
image.
Mom.
You're just like, here, you're gonna look at this barrel.
I'm gonna
Like,
go through
okay,
and delete
cool,
all
it's
these
a
ones that have
barrel.
white backgrounds.
You do that, sir.
Right now.
But
I'm gonna do it
again,
right now. Hey,
they're
what
your
if you want?
images.
What if you want a bunch of stuff like that?
Yeah. Make it
And
messy.
you can even turn. Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
What?
I want to be able to turn it. Is that this one?
This
You mean
view.
flip it?
No, turn it like that.
Oh, rotate, you mean?
Rotate. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
rotate. There's turn. There's flip.
Yeah,
There's
they got
reset.
shit like that.
Grid snap.
Oh, that got
You can make it
small.
size 0.9. What if I want it? Not 0.9. What if I want it 2.0? What if I want that? What about that? Like that. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, everybody.
Okay.
Chris McDermott's, Leroon says Chris McDermott's assets would work great with Dungeon
Does
Alchemist.
that particular person have a Patreon?
Chris McDermott has many Kickstarters. He does actually have a website.
I just prefer Patreon.
Patreon
I don't know why.
sucks.
I just do. I use it. Oh, you don't want to know how much money I spend a month on Patreon.
What's that website
Battle
called,
map
Leroon?
token.
What's the name of his website? It's not Chris McDermott. It's Lighting Nuggets or something. What's that called?
Well, you spelled his last name wrong there.
I totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think he does quilting.
Oh yeah, Game Tile
Game
Warehouse.
Tile Warehouse.
Oh.
And he's been on the
Never heard of
show
this one.
probably 3 times.
I think at least twice. And he has a lot of stuff on the FG store, really.
Oh,
there you go.
GametileWarehouse2020.com. He changed the website.
Yeah, this looks a lot closer to the.
He's got
Dungeon
2,000
Alchemist.
maps, but he also has assets, right? So you can go down. His website is, to me, not the
Old fashioned.
best. Yeah, it's like 1990s GeoCities. But it's last updated March 28th, so.
Hey,
Still putting out stuff.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True. So he's got many, like here, Roll20 map pack. Boo! I'm going away from that right now. But he's got he's done a lot of meanders are his Kickstarters that he does where the map tiles interlock, so you can
okay,
make
I've seen
like
those.
if you go out the side or the top or the bottom or the left, they match up with the other ones, and it's kind of cool.
And these are like the ones they're like paper craft, like you make them in your own home.
No, these
for
are
playing at the
these
table.
are
It's all digital.
Diablo Bob, we are not shouting out to anybody unless they actually want to, sponsor the show.
Oh well, then we.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I like this stuff, like dungeon dressing type stuff. His token packs here.
Yeah, Fantasy Token Pack 3.
That's the kind of stuff I would buy on Patreon. Sorry, it'll take a while.
He's got, and here he's actually showing it in Fantasy Grounds with the generic maps. The maps we've all seen. So you can make them look so much cooler with this stuff. But he's got all that stuff, and you can go GametileWarehouse2020.com. Yeah. Also, maybe not put the year in your website because then it's over. it's already 2 years later.
Squareware. The fantasy.
I was thinking about
I remember that.
what is the website building? I was thinking Squarespace.
No, but Squareware is his thing that's available on the Fantasy Grounds store.
I remember because I was gonna make something in the same vein, but not the same. And everybody was like, "Oh, it already exists for Fantasy Grounds. It's Squareware." So you don't. I was deterred from making my thing because it already exists.
Well, you can still make a thing. It might be better. It might be different. As long as it's different, I should say. If it's not different enough.
Somebody already beat me to the punch. It's okay.
You know what, though? I mean, it didn't stop Grim Press. His thing is 3 years old, so make your thing, and it's different. You know what I mean? Like, it's now. It's today.
Oh. Watching your screen go white.
Yeah, because this thing is fucking insanely huge.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, you go to, let's see, is it... Yeah. So this is the thing you start with. If you're a DM...
What the fuck?
You start with this, right? Now watch what happens.
There's so many pins.
You start with this. Now, as a DM, you're like, what do we want to do? Do we want to know what time of day it is? Do we want to know what the weather is? Do we want to know what day of the week? Do we want to know the century? Do we want to know what direction the party's going? Do we want a world map? Do we want a city map? Do we want an event controller, a location? This has fucking everything.
I feel like I need this.
I think it's $40.
I don't need it that much.
It's so I'll show you what we're talking about, everybody.
Maybe I'll just make mine anyways. Sell it for 20. I'm not bitter at all, I promise.
Oh, it's only 30. So this thing is
very cool. It's very cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it does
good
all
for
this
them
crap. And the
for
idea,
making it.
Yeah, the idea of, and I worked with him a little bit on this, not very much, but I did with him on this less than you did on Advanced 5e. Like I didn't do very much at all. But I mean, I basically only guided him and talked to him about like, because when he made this, he was very new with Fantasy Grounds. He made this only having used Fantasy Grounds maybe a month or something. Like it was pretty crazy that he was able to do this. And so, look at these images something's wrong. Those should be lined up. What the hell? That's not his fault. That's the person's. I know.
It's the website fault. Yeah.
I know whose fault it is. I'm not going to name names. But anyway, this might have.
I was totally expecting you to.
Huh?
I thought you were going to.
No, I'm not, because normally, so if I bust somebody's balls, I'm usually their friend, or I would do it in a joking manner. That's not how I feel about this person, so I'm not going to say their name.
Okay. Yeah, this
I
is
want to
swear word.
swear
It's
this
like
was
amazing.
$39 when it came out. He might have lowered it after a year or two. You know what I mean? So it's only $30 now.
Yeah,
But
appreciated.
the whole idea is, yeah, it's a DM super table. So the idea of this is you load it up with no campaign and no preparation, and you
Oh,
start
holy
running a
shit! It's
campaign.
$100 in Latin America
How do you know? Oh, you're looking at
and in
Steam?
Argentina. I'm looking
They're
at
talking about
the
in chat.
chat. That's harsh. That's
So here's the thing about Steam. You guys know that Steam is a world economy, right?
yeah.
So I have things on Steam, right? Anything in the Fantasy Ground store is on Steam, and then I go look at my report, and I get my commission is whatever it is, and something sells for $20, right? And then that same thing sells in Romania for like $1.08, and then my commission is 3 cents. And I'm like,
Weird.
what
But
the
it's
fuck?
selling in a Romania for $1.08 of Romanian currency or
No, because
$1.08
it's a
of
world
US
economy,
dollar.
so everything's in US dollars converted, but they sell it like if you live in Romania and you go on Steam,
Yeah, but I don't know if they're talking about Steam. I'm thinking they're talking about the Fantasy Ground store.
Because I've always wondered that. Like, they're saying it sells for $100 in Latin America, but I assume you mean $100 of that local currency there, whatever that is. Argentinian dollars, or I don't know. I'm not
I
that
know
smart.
Harpo Ma was talking about
What's the
Steam store.
equivalency here? Is that the equivalent of $20 or $30 or are we talking the price in Latin America is so many Latin American currency that
I don't
it's
know, you better
equivalent
clarify
to
that, Harpo.
$100?
Because
That's what I want to
he
know.
didn't say 100 USD. He just said $100. So yeah, what is it? But I know the world economy, and then I've talked to Leroon has got Fantasy Grounds Academy, so he's speaking to people worldwide, and he gets reports of things being things are just astronomical. But so it depends on the country you live in. It might be more expensive or less expensive, and sometimes wildly so. Like I told you, I've been looking at my reports like a year ago, and I was like, why am I only making 3 cents on a thing that I normally make $2 on? Well, because it was sold on Steam and it was sold in, the Czech Republic or something like that.
Mm.
So Steam, and I'm only speaking about Steam. I don't know. The Fantasy Grounds store itself, I thought was just it is what it is, US dollars, because they go through PayPal. But if you live in so something might be $29.99 on PayPal, but then if you live in Canada, it might be converted to Canadian dollars on PayPal. I don't know how that works.
Holy crap. $100 is 11,000 Argentinian pesos. I'm just looking at the conversion rates.
So $29.99 USD sale is about $3 USD. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I can't be responsible for what the foreign prices are. I can't be responsible.
It's too much math. Too much math on a Sunday. I don't do math on the weekend.
Anyway, point is, you can make a map in Dungeon Alchemist in 2 seconds, or you can take 9 years. Depends on how long you want to spend on it,
or how big of the map.
Right, and then you can export it. And when you export it, you can export it to Roll20 and fuck off. That's it, and you're done. No, but you can export it to Fantasy Grounds Unity and put the lighting and select your DPI and put the color of the grid, whatever you want to do. It's pretty awesome. And then when you're done, you just go exit like that. Oh yeah, let's check the price. It was $44.99. They said. Steam store Dungeon Alchemist. Yeah, $44.99. Now, let's see how much I paid for it.
Here's the problem I have with that. It's $45 essentially. And then someday they're going to come out with more assets for it, and all of that will be DLC. So you'll have to pay for like the fairy assets and pay for the orc assets.
Yeah.
That's just so expensive to me. I want it as much as I want it, but I can't pay for something like that. That's way too expensive. For what it comes with, $45 is too high. That's just my opinion, but I'm also stingy motherfucker.
So
So
I paid about $33, right? But since I kickstarted it, I think I get like just a ton fuck of assets. I think I'm not sure.
right, because you're a backer, but I'm saying if they ever release those assets on the Steam version, you'll have to pay extra for
Oh, right,
those.
of course, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about Kickstarter, right? You got to get in early. Sometimes people miss it.
Yeah, like Winter Wonderland and like all these other asset packs that will come out later. Yeah, no, it's just too expensive for me.
Yeah, I think if you didn't kickstart it, you're gonna end up having to buy all these, right? Wait, how much did they raise? Doesn't it tell us how much they raised? Oh, maybe that's at the top. I don't know how it works.
Yes, plus 2 million euros, 2.4 million euros. That's the euro symbol, right?
Yeah, I don't even see that. I don't even see where you. Oh, here, right here.
Where your mouse is, yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
where my mouth is.
Mouse. Gosh darn it!
So yeah, that's about 2.8 million something USD.
I see what you're saying, Bob, but I'm gonna use the player's handbook and DMG and monster manual significantly more than I'm gonna use a map making software.
So
Literally, I'm gonna use those every time I play D&D.
yeah, I can honestly say, I mean, as cool as it is, I maybe would absolutely not. I would be in Robin's shoes. I would not probably have bought this if I didn't kickstart it and got a cheaper price. You know, like 33% off plus all the.
I
shit
wish
that
I
comes
had
with it.
kickstarted it for sure. And
Now here's the thing.
it's funny because I almost backed it.
Oh,
I was so close to backing
a
it,
lot
but
of
I just
Kickstarters, instead of this button, it would say late pledge or something, right? And you would be able to even get it for the price, but then now they're like buy it on Steam, and then you're screwed. You got to pay the whole thing. Very positive.
didn't.
Yeah, I mean it is. Their video's pretty. Awesome.
It's really cool. Like we cannot deny the fact that it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to like shit on it. You know, it's really cool software. It's just not, to me, it's not worth the price tag. That's
Right.
just my opinion, of course. That's why I have Patreons. It's fine. I'll have other people make maps for me and I'll pay them for it. It's not a big deal.
+1. All right, let's close Steam. Let's close Steam like that. And let's close this website and this website and this website like that. I'm going to close that and then get back to business here. All right, now did anybody, have we been missing questions? I know you guys look at the chat. I don't use. The price for the art and functionality is fairly reasonable in my opinion. 3D assets are not cheap.
And that's all fair and valid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I disagree with you guys. That's not what I mean. I know
Well,
they spent a lot of hard work
maybe
all
in
of
2
that
years
stuff.
that price comes down to like $30 or something. You know, who knows?
Yeah, I would. Well, I
The other
probably
thing
buy
is
it
that they
if
might-
it was on sale for 15.
They might, right? Yeah, Steam sale, right? It always 75% off at Christmas or whatever. Plus,
yeah.
once they get a bunch of asset packs out, they'll do what most people that have so much DLC will do is they'll sell it all for 50% off on one day or something like that. You know, you just gotta wait it out. VPN to Romania and buy it for $3. That's hilarious. That is funny. Set up a virtual private network from a different country and buy all shit for cheap.
I wonder if that even works.
Yes, it does work, but don't get caught. I've never done it because I don't know. I mean, I know of that. I don't know how to do that. And there's probably like simple steps to do it, but I've never done it. But I know it does work. Hey, by the way, they took down the Trove. Did you guys know about the Trove.net? So the Trove.net was a website gone. Piracy, and it had all my shit. It had everything I've ever made up to like last month on it for free, and they finally took it down. Thank God.
I mean, it's been down for like close to a year now.
Oh,
Rob.
well, I haven't. I mean, I didn't want. I couldn't do the emotions. I couldn't do the stress of knowing that it was there. So I I just pretended it wasn't there. I mean, what else can I do, right? I'm not gonna stew over
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But something happened that made me notice that. Like I searched for a link, and without noticing what the website was, I clicked on it, and then I went there, and I'm like, well, this isn't a website. And then I looked at the URL, and I'm like, it's the Trove.net, and I'm like, the Trove.net, and so I just typed in the main URL, and it's gone, which is good. You can get everything there. You can get all the Fantasy Grounds modules, all the Fantasy Grounds itself. Like it just had so much shit for free because it was a pirate site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was so much crap on there.
They've been taken down forever. They don't have any alternate sites up. They have no mirror sites up. And also, additionally, if you ever were one of those kind of people who may have pirated using torrent links, all their torrent links are also gone. You cannot access anything from the Trove anymore other than using the Wayback Machine, which I won't talk about on stream because piracy's bad. Okay?
Yeah, piracy's bad. I use the Wayback Machine to go to my my old comedy site. My old comedy site used to be heylady.com, which I think is a porn site now. So yeah, you can see. Oh wow, 2021. What do you mean? Oh, they can't. This can't be. This I think it's a porn site now. Oh my god, I hope I don't. I hope this doesn't come up porn.
Don't do it on Twitch. Oh god.
Hold on, let me switch the screen just in case. I put the slides on the stream just in case this is porn. But
Oh my god.
it's taking forever. I don't think it is. Why isn't it loading? Because it's porn.
No, the Wayback Machine sometimes takes a long time
Does
to
it
load
really?
websites. Yeah. I mean, they have this stuff stored on some fucking garbage servers.
Okay, well,
somewhere.
I'm gonna go back
Who knows?
to.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go back to what I know was. Like my. Disabled. Oh wow, no, yeah. What am I thinking? 2005. I need to go back to like. 2000. So. See, that's the other thing about the Wayback Machine is it's not very like if those assets aren't there, there's just blank. There's just
That's
bullshit.
correct. Yeah, it doesn't function.
Let's see.
very well.
I lived in Los Angeles in 2001. Yeah, so here we go. So here was all the Rob Twohy info, blah blah blah, joke archive, comedy library. I mean, it was a serious business. I mean, a 250,000 people came and looked at this.
Wow. Fancy.
Oh, Jerry! Hey, idiot! I told you not to use my famous phrase for your stupid website, Jerry Lewis. Even though this website has nothing to do with Mr. Lewis, it was nice to hear from him, Rob Twohy. Because, hey, lady! Right, so we had open mic things and all kinds of different shit.
Nice.
There's me. This was my caricature that my friend drew. That's what I looked like in 1995, everybody, right there. That's it. All right, Wayback Machine. The Comedy Report. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought that was so funny. I came up with the word fun, but funny.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was so clever.
So clever.
March 2nd. This was 21 years ago. Jesus. I was a young man. Everybody. All right. Any more questions? We got to end this fiasco. You're right. I'm wrong. I said that? You're right. I'm wrong. I don't remember.
I don't remember saying that.
That was in like 2.5 years ago. All right, everybody. If there's more questions about Fantasy Grounds, you let us know. Otherwise, let's make fun of Drake. He's not here.
Boo, Drake.
Boo, Drake.
Boo.
By the way, where Drake is, everybody, he's in. He's having a gaming convention. I think he does it once a year. With his, it's kind of cool. He's like gaming with his high school friends, and they rent like a 5-bedroom Airbnb, and then they game for the weekend or whatever. I don't know what it is, but. Sounds cool. Hope he's having fun doing that.
I hope he's not having fun.
Yeah, why are we here and he's having fun?
He missed my awesome epic one shot. Although it wouldn't have happened if he didn't go
Yeah,
away.
because you were
so-
taking his place.
Right.
By the way, guys,
But,
if you want to
know.
see Robin's epic one shot, if you missed it yesterday,
No, it was terrible. Everybody, no, don't watch it. It was bad.
let's get the link. It's already on YouTube, and
It was bad.
I want to say, if I take this out, does that mean I can just get the show? No, it doesn't. How do you get the... Here we
Get
go.
discovered and grow your YouTube channel
You stop
faster
talking.
with Foodini.
So here's the link, everybody. If you want to watch, it's I think it's 3.5 hours, and Robin ran a one shot for us yesterday, because Drake was gone, and we went to the land of fairy drop gumtails and
Well, did you though? Really? In the end,
I
was
don't
that
know.
really what it was?
I don't know. You gotta watch to find out.
I murdered Sven's character.
Yes.
It was
Well,
fantastic.
spoiler alert. Fuck.
Oh shit! Fuck. Sorry.
Oh shit.
I mean, no player characters were harmed in the making
Yeah.
of this video.
And
shit.
then that guy stopped trolling me. There was a guy yesterday who was trolling, and he was like, "Hey, hard to watch these." This wasn't your show, Robin. This was from Lost Mine of Fandor from like December 4th. Hard to watch, but this was yesterday, 22 hours ago. Hard to watch these with all the cheating. Help from yourselves in chat and others. Try playing a clean game, or are you too scared? And then I was really nice. That's what my channel's about. The goal is to include people in the game and make the audience feel they are a part of it. We try to foster a positive and inclusive environment, but thanks for your comment. Very anti-Rob Twohy right there.
Right.
Rob Twohy, then make the audience a character they control or something creative that doesn't ruin the integrity of the game. Guy Gax is probably rolling over in the grave from all the cheating. Hey, thanks for the input, Justin Davis, but I think I'll go ahead and run my channel the way I see fit and the way I've been doing it since 2015. I don't care. Keep cheating. I'm already out. You obviously do care, as I tried to be nice and explain our channel philosophy, yet here you are still trolling, and I got the last word. Thank you.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Two things. One, it's impossible to cheat in D&D.
Right. That's what
Two,
we were saying. How do you cheat? He's just a troll.
haven't you ever heard the phrase, don't feed the trolls?
No, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
You're not supposed to feed them.
No, but what I like about trolls is I end up eviscerating them and making them look like trash and stupid humans and bad people. That's my goal in life. I have an altruistic goal.
In my head, I play through scenarios a lot like that, but more often than not, I just ignore trolls.
Yeah, well, I do in some cases. Like on Twitter, I kind of ignore them for the most part because people.
I got my
There's
start
two types
on
of
Twitch.
trolls. There's people who have opinions that they shouldn't have because they're looking at things wrong, and then there's just idiots and morons. So the morons and idiots, you can't. There's nothing you can do to change them.
Right.
Yeah.
Little known fact about me, but I got my start on Twitch playing competitive video games.
Right.
Okay?
I knew that. I was a
So I have, as a person of my gender, experienced quite a lot of trolling. So
Yeah.
I've pretty much seen everything you can see or heard everything you can hear from internet trolls, and I just ignore them. Don't feed them. They're jackasses who want to be jackasses.
Right.
Fuck them.
Already got these reports. Boom. eBay. Everything's coming to an end. All right, guys. If there's no more questions, I love the rules as written trolls who say you can't do this or that. Then you remind them that it's rules as written. The rules are suggestions. Yeah.
Yep.
A person
like one of
watched
the
my
first
videos
few
and bitches about the
sentences.
quality of the content. I say, make your own videos. That's what I almost, if the guy was going to come back at me again, I was going to say, I'll be happy to come to your stream and watch you do it the right way.
Right.
And
No
P.S.
cheating whatsoever.
That guy, this is the funnest part when you do this. Let me go back to that.
It just boggles my mind how they think chat buying advantage or potions or whatever is cheating. Those things exist in the game anyways. The DM could be like, oh, here's a potion of healing because I don't want you guys to die here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what?
So the best part is you go, okay, let me check out what kind of an authority this guy is. Justin Davis. Let's go to his YouTube. Oh, it has nothing. Videos? No. Playlist? No. Channel? No. About? He joined, he's probably been watching me since the beginning, pissed off. Channelytics? Only I have that because he doesn't have a channel, so. Anyway, funny.
Fuck him.
Fuck him. You get jailed after a while, yeah. All right, is that it? Are we done, ladies?
I believe so. Did we lose Scurried?
She's still here, I think.
She fell asleep.
She might have fallen asleep.
Good night, Scurried. We love you.
So here, I want to go get some more water because my throat's dry.
Diablo Bomb is not. Oh,
was
he's
whispering me to
still
sleep.
connected. No, he's not. He's not.
No, he's just in the room.
Yeah. All right. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Come back on Wednesday where the three of us will be playing.
Gloomhaven.
It's gonna be a little late if you go to the schedule. You can always check the schedule, everybody. If you go to the schedule in the Discord, it even says this week's Gloomhaven, April 6th, will start at 7 instead of 6:30. Because I am all over that. I fucking keep shit up to date.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around.
Just this one time.
Diablo Bob's in bed, he says. All right.
Lucky.
Oh my god, we didn't give away a
He's in bed.
prize, you guys. Holy shit.
How dare.
Oh my god, let's give away a prize.
Stayed around for our bullshit and not get a prize? They
How
must be
dare-
livid.
How dare you?
So let's start this in the chat. If you type in ! How dare you, you will be entered into the drawing and we'll give away a prize. You can take any item from the DM's Guild or any item from the Forge that you wish, and I will give it to you for free. Only
Hold on,
asking that
there's
you give a 5-star review and tell everybody you know, even the people that don't play TTRPGs, about it, and including your kids and your
But
family.
there's the thing, y'all. It has to be a Rob Twohy product, and it has to be a single item. No packages.
That's
Nope.
right. You don't want to touch my package unless you've been invited.
Sorry, ladies. No packages tonight.
Sorry. Listen, if you're a lady, we can talk. If you're single. Yes, this will be anything that has my name on it on the DM's Guild. Or I have had people done that.
They're free, Bob. They're free. You could go buy them for $0 right now. He said if he wins, he wants Robin's Simple Aura tokens. Go get them for $0.
They're free. You can donate if you wish. We all love it if you do. Okay, let's pick the winner. The winner is Lady Elkel. Congrats. Lady Elkel, I believe you've won before. So send me a
Discord message.
message in Discord. There's the link. Or is the link there? Did I spell Discord right? What happened? How come
No,
it-
it's
Yeah, no, it's there.
It's
There.
there.
no, but
Enjoy
link
the
didn't
after
show up.
show chat, live Q&A, and just having fun on the Rob Twohy Discord. https://discord.tv.
Look at this. Look at this. I typed it in. The link's not there.
Oh, it's definitely in chat though. I
Wow.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's definitely in chat.
Super weird. Okay.
I don't know what that is. That's a weird thing.
This is
shows up on your
chatty.
thing.
This is chatty.
Well, chatty's retarded.
I don't think we can say retarded anymore.
see it is socially unacceptable
You
to
can
do
say the
so.
N-word if you like. That's fine.
That is also socially unacceptable to
yes, it is.
say.
It is. It is
I'm not
totally.
a socially acceptable person. I'm
You're on the fringe. You're on the edge.
gonna be the canceled. I don't fucking care.
I think that Spelljammer being confirmed as an April Fool's joke that pissed a fuck ton of people off. I think.
It's not an
Oh.
April Fool.
Oh, it's not?
It's not. No.
Uh,
it's definitely coming out.
Oh well, then cool. Yeah, it's coming out in 2027.
So the point is they made the April Fool's joke to make it look like an April Fool. I can't fucking say that correctly, but you get what I'm saying. But it's definitely gonna be a book that's coming out.
Okay.
Don't ask me
all right.
how I know.
Calm down, Robin.
She's so passionate.
Yeah, because she wrote on it.
Because
probably.
I love Spelljammer.
Spelljammer's gonna be sweet. I never played it. I never played it originally, but I always thought it would be fun. Because isn't it D&D, but you just go to different planets? Kind of like.
Yeah, yes and no, but it's not always planets. It could just be other realms too, like
Oh,
Should that be next
gotcha.
week's
and
show?
that kind of
Robin explains to us what Spelljammer is.
All right, so you get a giant magic
No,
crystal.
no, nope,
Okay.
nope. This is going to be
She's
next
already
week's show.
started. Did you hear the way she's like, all right, so what you do is you get it, then she's going to go into 3 hours of explanation. Remember the FG Unity April 1st announcement, Rob Twohy? Oh, I do. Yes, I remember. Yeah, in 2017 or 2018, they announced Unity on April Fool's Day, but it wasn't a joke. And then everybody was like, what the fuck?
Right. I'm saying Wizards of the Coast has a history of doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. But also, Spelljammer is 100%, most definitely going to be a book in the near future.
Not. Are you going to make it so?
March 2021. Oh, wow, that's old. Is Spelljammer coming out for real and for true? That was my Google search. Confirmed April 1st. Not true. But this was people responding that day. They were pissed. They were thinking it was April 1st. April Fool's joke. Time zones just really fuck up April Fool's Day in general. That's true.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be everybody speculating on whether the April Fool's Day tweet was true or not true.
Right, but
The time zones.
here's what you do. You go to D&D books Wikipedia and see what they have. Monsters of the Multiverse, May 17th. Bullshit.
Nah, I can't wait for that
That's
one.
July. That's July.
Is it July? It got pushed back? Boo.
So they haven't added it to the list yet here. But Wikipedia, that's up to nerds to keep that up, right?
You know they will.
Journeys through the Radiant Citadel comes out in June.
That's
also probably July.
Have you seen the cover art for that one?
No.
That's a dead link. It's not going to get you anything.
I know. I clicked on it anyway because I like to do it. I don't know how to spell Citadel. I don't know how to spell anything, but it'll get you there.
What is all this conspiracy theories about Alien Day?
Look at that. Here we go.
Eek.
13 Adventures, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, what does it say? Where does this one say it's set? Through the mists of the ethereal plain shines the radiant citadel. Travelers from across the multiverse flock to this mysterious... Okay, I'm just saying. If this shit doesn't sound like the lead-in to Spelljammer, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
I don't even know what Spelljammer is, so how would I know? All right, here. Okay, so what it is this thing. I'm not understanding. Diablo Bob, you're in bed. You need to go to sleep. Yeah, June 20. Well, they haven't. So they're saying it is June. Because that Monsters of the Multiverse got pushed back to July. Even though it's a. I'm talking about Fantasy Grounds now. Because we don't care about. Hey, look at this.
Yeah. Layron says it best. The easiest way to explain Spelljammer and what it is it is a way to jump between realms and settings. So, like, I know you don't like Critical Role, but if you had a game that was set in, like, Wildmount or whatever, but you wanted your players to get to Forgotten Realms or Midgard by Kobold Press, right? You would use Spelljammer as the catalyst for making that happen. Like, the in-universe explanation for taking characters from one world to another world, basically. And I think this adventure book is going to be our first, official there's probably going to be some small splat content in there about how you can travel through the realms, blah 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 blah, and then they'll come out with another book afterwards.
Yeah, see, Monsters of the Multiverse, May 17th, bullshit. And you click on the Fantasy Grounds link.
Why else would there be a Monsters of the Multiverse? You guys, they've been hinting that we're getting Spelljammer for like forever
I'm not
now.
arguing that. I'm
Like a
saying
whole
that
fucking
the
year.
release date got pushed back because of a printing thing.
Right. I'm just saying, like, people are. All I'm getting at is that the April Fool's tweet was poorly timed because they've already been hinting at Spelljammer for over a year now. There was an Unearthed Arcana for Spelljammer related things. This book is literally called Monsters of the Multiverse. I understand multiverse is not Spelljammer, but it insinuates that these creatures come from more than one universe, else they wouldn't have used the term multiverse.
They're still saying May 17th on all this stuff, but Fantasy Grounds said, like, if you go to the Fantasy Grounds thing, it doesn't even show up because it's not going to come out till July, is what I was told.
I'm not being trolled. I don't know. Maybe I
They just love to hear you riled up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. They love to hear your passion.
I can accept it.
And the robot voice is gone, by the way.
The what is gone?
Robot voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
It stopped snowing, that's why.
See, multiverse to me means all of the realms. Any realm you can play D&D in. All the universes. Multiple of them. Multiverse.
You know, I have the book set of... I have this right here. I have the special edition. Unopened in the cellophane because eBay in 2 years. Boom. $1,000. That's right.
That's hilarious.
I think Schmo sold his special edition Bolo's Guide on eBay the other day for $800.
I need all three of those.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because they only make so many of them.
Out already?
Huh?
The Call of the Netherdeep, that's out already, yeah? Came out like 2 weeks ago? Is it on Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, it's on Fantasy Grounds.
Have you looked at it yet?
I need to get that.
I bought it just to see if, in case I needed to make any codes. Were there any codes?
You sent me the items. I remember now. I gotta do the items. I need to just buy the fucking book because I want it. But that's how I am. $50 though. It's so expensive. Am I just a cheapskate? Is that what it is?
No, it's expensive.
$50. That's like several days of groceries.
This is my spreadsheet of like, okay, here's what the book is. Does it contain feats, classes, spells?
You should add a column for items.
Well, but
even though I'm doing the items, I know.
So I went so far as to type it in, put the date I bought it, and then nothing. But
it has monsters though.
Yeah, but I don't do anything with monsters. There's no codes that I do with monsters.
Okay, it doesn't have anything else in there? No background? I'm sure it has a background or two. No?
Here, I'll fucking show you.
Just items?
Well, I'm saying as far as what I'm concerned with, like, me, whenever a new book comes out, I go into panic mode because people expect to have that shit all updated within 24 hours. So I go and I buy it and I immediately look, are there backgrounds, are there feats, are there classes, are there races?
It has none of those things.
Has none of
I'm
those
shocked.
Things.
It's an adventure though, isn't it?
It is an adventure, yeah.
Okay, so that explains why there's items. I'm shocked and appalled that there's not a background at least.
Well, let's double check. Maybe I fucked up.
No, I believe you. I'm just shocked, that's all.
But I'm going to go show everybody else. Anyway, so that's what I do. So then I go down here and I highlight, I match, like if there's spells, I go down here and I highlight that, highlight that, highlight that, and highlight that. And then I force myself to go update all that stuff. And as I do them, I unhighlight. That's how I know. That's how I can keep up. Because these are all the modules I have to update whenever something new happens.
Yeah.
I have spreadsheets. Everybody.
All I have to do is the items.
I have checksums. I have the daily blank. I have 2022 earnings right there like that. I have revenue share. Can't look at that. I have codes pricing. I have prices from. I don't really use that anymore. And then I have the drive-through stuff, which is only a couple things. And then I have the update thing, which I was just looking at. And then I have affiliate sales, which is what I was doing to work
Oh
something
my
out.
God, so
And
many
then I have
things. I feel dizzy.
all the years, all the way back to 2016. When 2016, when I just made a little bit of money like that, just a little bit.
Crazy.
Crazy.
You get your message from the winner, from the Echo.
I did, but we don't want to dox it. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me put the slides on because let me see if she sent. Hi Rob. Okay, she picked her thing, and she gave me her email, so I will do it, and I will make sure that no one can see it on the stream, and then I will tell everybody what she did. As soon as I learn how to copy, it's Control C, isn't it?
Oh, and this person picked an excellent module. I love that module. It's really good.
5e
Oh,
inanimate
I
manager
was wondering
module
about
cover
that
and
one.
fancy guns
I'll
is
ask her
still
about that
missing.
next week. Okay.
Oh,
The
we gotta
Book
look
of
at that too.
Dragons.
So let me
Oh,
send
yeah.
her. She picked the Book of Dragons,
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Volume 2, Rob.
So let me right, Volume 2. So don't fuck up. Let me send that to her, and then I'll put the screen back on for
I love
everybody.
those books.
Give Volume 2. Book of Dragons, Volume 2. Let's just double check. Book of Dragons, Volume 2. Okay. Book of Dragons, Volume 2. Put her email in. Send it. Delete that page. Okay, Lady Elko, I sent that to you. You should have that in your email. And let's go back here. And
Fantasy Grounds Academy is asking if we got a bump for CAE.
so Leroon, there's really no way to tell that. Leroon did all this fantastic shit, you guys. You should see what he did. He
What
made
did he do?
Oh god, he did all this amazing shit. Let me find it. He made all these slides and videos regarding Critically Awesome Essentials. Let me go back up here and find all this. So he made no, not that one. Yeah, he's like, hey, go to Rob's thing and go look and talk to the authors. And then he's like, one click Druid, this is how you use it. And then he was like, here's the steps. You go to your library, you go to your modules, and then you go here and you open that and you do this. And then, but the best one I like is this one. Where is it? Here it is right here. Go to DM's Guild and download these files. This one, and this one. You don't need these other ones. Don't, but because of Classic, and we're still supporting Classic, which I'm going to mandate on June 24th, we end all support for Classic whatsoever.
Goodbye, Classic.
Goodbye, Classic.
Go die in a dumpster fire.
Yeah, because...
Except bring us back players being able to access tokens. Okay, thanks.
People were getting confused. They were like, "What? I gotta load," and they would go and they would load all the things and they would cross-contaminate each other and fuck it, because if you're not like really paying attention to what you're doing, you're gonna get frustrated and screw up. So Leroon said, these are the Fantasy Grounds Classic ones. These are the Fantasy Grounds Unity ones. Don't fuck up. I ain't your third grade teacher, but read, darn it, grr. He made all these fantastic slides, and he was like, here's what you do. You take these and you put them over there, and then you open them up. And so he didn't, I didn't ask him to do this. He just said, he was probably sick of getting questions like me. So yeah, so he made all these cool slides and shit. So he what he's asking is, since I did all that stuff and we tweeted it out and we put it on the Facebook page and everything, did we get a bump in sales? And so it's kind of hard to determine that, because where did that thing go? Where did my thing go? Where is it? Did I delete it? What happened? Well, how come I can't? Oh, here it is. So let's go to sales. So that is actually the number one. It is the number one seller, Critical Awesome Essentials. It sold 2,542 copies through yesterday.
Amazing.
Let's look at today, Leroon. Let's look at today and see if any of those were sold today. Oh, you know what I can do? I can look at the average sales, and then we can look at the last month and see, we can compare that average. We can do that. That'll kind of tell us. No, because all you can do on DM's Guild is print out how many were sold on what days. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. That was my idea. So let's, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Okay, so just today though, 0. I don't think any. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, none sold today. So let's do this. Let's look at March 1st through the 31st.
God, I wish I could have your level of sales per day. Jeez.
Well, I mean, I have over 400 products, so it took me.
I'm lucky if I make $5 a day.
So let's look at the month of March, and now let's go over here. And it sells an average of 14.79 per week, right? So let's take 14. Let's get the calculator out here. I'll even do it. I'll do it on so people can see. 14.79 divided by 7 times 31. So 65 should be what we get as an average for the month of March. So 14.79 divided by 7 days a week times 31 days is 65.5. So let's see what we get. And if this is above 65.5, then we can say that it got a bump. And then Leroon will know. Yeah, but Robin, even though it seems like a lot, it's, that's the only income I have, right? I don't have any other income.
I know.
And
I don't either.
2020.
I mean, I have a husband.
2020.
Does that
yeah,
count?
but you have kids and you have things that suck your money rather than making money. Kids. 2020 was awesome. 2021 was okay. 2022 has actually have not been that good. All right, let's see. Critically Awesome Essentials.
There it is.
Sold
40.
So I would say no. I would say no bump. And that, but that's just a monthly snapshot. So, yeah, how much did I make in March? 2000.
Oh my God.
2000.
God.
Yeah, plus, so probably
I'm
29.
learn how to make extensions.
29 something, because I made almost 200 in affiliate. So you got to add that. But that, like if you go back to here, hold on. Let's just everybody calm down.
Hey, that very last thing was one of my things.
All right, let's go to.
Look at that. That's mine. That was mine. That was the very last entry there. That was mine.
So let's go back to 2021. These are my monthly, how much I made per month last year. 8,000, 7,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, 3,000. So this year, 4,000, 2,000, 2,000. This is this month, $141. So it's, I'm not complaining that it's nothing, but when you go back to 2020, in May of 2020, I made $21,000 in a month.
Yeah, but there was also this thing called coronavirus.
Right. And so I'm kind of no, I'm not even going to do the joke. Never mind. I was going to say about how wonderful coronavirus was. But that
in some ways.
Well, but it's bad that 1 million people died. You don't want that. But the reality of it is everybody was at home with nothing to fucking do. So they went, and then also during this month of May, that's when DM's Guild gave all creators 100% of the money for 2 weeks. So, coronavirus hit right here, and then bam, bam, and then sales weren't that bad for like the whole year. I made $109,000 in a year. But then, my first year was $600. So you got to build it up. $600. Next year was $10,000. Next year was $30,000. Next year was $34,000. Next year was $109,000. Last year was $65,000. This year so far $9,000. So it's not, but that's my job. I'm not fucking Bill Gates. I'm not fucking Elon Musk. And, I make, basically for a single man, I make enough to like be comfortable and buy my food and pay my heat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rich.
Yeah.
But you take about, remember, I'm only getting, so it actually, I did the math and it actually works out that for every dollar spent on the DM's Guild, I get about 30 cents. The 50 cents goes to DM's Guild, and the other 20 cents goes to members of Team Twohy. So I've got like whatever it is, 18 or 20 people that make money whenever I sell shit too. So that's it. That's how you do it. And then close that. And then close that. So yeah, Leroon, I think maybe not a the spells just went to Mithril. You know what that means? I'm gonna change it right now. A little behind the scenes, everybody. It's gonna be a little behind the scenes Rob Twohy editing. I have links to these. I could just get the link anywhere. Here it is right here. All right, so we're going to open Photoshop. You guys can see what I do all day. This is the kind of shit I spend my day doing. I'm going to do some on the show right now for everybody. Copy this. Copy that image. Go to Edit. Go to Spells. Right here. Go down. Replace this. Go to...
Congrats on your Mithril.
Mithril. Go
Congratulations!
back over here. Copy that down to Mithril. So we have 3 Mithril titles now. Classes, spells, and critically awesome essentials. Go back over here. Go to open. Go to 2017. So pictures, covers, 2017. Class, spells. Right here, spells. Change platinum to Mithril, and I don't believe I have. That's so old that I don't have it in there. So copy, paste. What? Paste, I said. You can't do that? What the fuck? Can't I copy that image? Copy. Paste. Okay, well. Plan number 2. Go to the DM's Guild. Go to any product. Click on the metal. Nope, it has to be a metal. Go back to the thing. Click on the number 1 seller or whatever. Fuck this thing right here. Click on a metal. Go to the metals page. Get Mithril. Copy that. Paste it. Go here to blending. I said go to blending. Get rid of the background. Bring it down here. Size it up. This is what I do all day. Like that. Save it. Save as. Yep. Save as JPEG.
That just looks so good with the Mithril on there.
Looks good because it's kind of purple. And then go back over here to this one. Choose file. Pictures. Nope. Covers. 2017. Spell effects. Submit changes. And now it's updated on DM's Guild. So now I updated on DM's Guild and I updated in my file here. Boom, like that. So I always tell people, like before in 2018 when they switched when I got to switch them from packages to bundles, I still sold like 700 and some, coding package 780. So you got to take that 780 and add it to these numbers here. So I'm actually still ahead of Diablo Bob on that, but only technically. So real numbers is this. So he's number 1. He's number 1. Diablo Bob. JW, that's Matakuri. His highest seller is Fantasy Grounds Shops. And then Kent's highest seller is Turn-Based Effects. And Mad Nomads, well, these are on the Forge now. These all got changed because he was a Forge guy. Troy's top seller is NPC Maker. Well, and that's how you do it. That's how you keep track, everybody. I stopped keeping track of copper medals because it's just so much pain in the ass. But when it gets to silver, as soon as this sells 2 more copies, I'm putting in a silver medal. So that's how I do it. That's my whole thing. Who's got questions? What's up, Crispy Bangs? I love that name. At the end of every day, I copy the DM's Guild sales and I paste it here. And then I add up how many, I click on the column that has the numbers to know, like, did I sell 39 items or 52 items? And then I go over here and I go to 2022 and I copy the whole year in there. And then it adds it all up and it puts it all together. And then I go over to DM's Guild earnings and I put in, like yesterday I earned $38. I made $438 in affiliate commissions. I sold 34 items. It was April 2nd. And then I carry all the things down and it tells me, here's my average daily dollars per week. Here's how many items I've sold. I've sold 122,474 things on DM's Guild since the beginning. And it goes all the way back to day 1 where I made 55 cents and freaked out. And I was like, this might be a thing. And then the next day I made 13 cents. And then I was like, okay. And then I didn't crack $10 until like November of that year. So almost a whole year before I cracked $10 in a day. This was November. Yeah. And I want to say this was a Thanksgiving sale. Maybe I did. But, in 2016, I probably only had like, maybe 10 things or something, whatever it was. And then it all started happening. And my highest day was probably in May of 20. Yeah, here it is. I made in one day $1,600. And it sold almost 500 items that day. Crazy. So you can see how excited I was when every day was a color. And then I was like, what? What happened here? And then it all started dying off. And then a lot more white. And as we know about the world in general, the whiter things are, the worse it is. Thank you. That was a social commentary, everybody. And then you go all the way down to now. And so in the whole year, since the beginning of the year, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 days. Oh, wait, I can go over here. Days. Not this one. Days over. In 2022, days over $300, 1. Days over $200, 9, which includes this, right? These numbers are all inclusive of the ones on the right. But I had 2 days over 1,000 last year and 8 days over 1,000 in the previous year. So far this year, nothing. And here's the ratios. I do. This is what I do, you guys. I have to have spreadsheets. This is how I stay motivated. If I didn't have these numbers to look at, I probably would have gave up a long time ago. So that's it. That's how you do it. Months. Here's the best months for sales. May's the best. April's next. December. What are we in now? April. So this should be a good month traditionally, but we don't know. Best days to sell: Sunday, Saturday, then Friday, then Thursday. It's kind of a bell curve from weekend to week to midweek, right? So there you go. Total earnings.
Interesting.
And total amounts. So that's how much I've earned on DM's Guild. How much have I spent of that money? Probably 300,000. I've spent more than I have. But that's it. So I've been selling for 323 weeks. And you too. I'm self-taught in this Excel spreadsheet crap. I never took a class. I don't know what I'm doing. I just figure it out. I go to Google and say, how do you make a thing that has a running average? And then I figure it out. All right, guys. Is anybody on the stream?
Are you awake? Don't fall asleep.
So I keep this one over here, my second monitor, and
Bob said hit him up on Discord. He'll respond in the morning.
who, me or somebody
Bob.
else?
Bob, Diablo Bob.
No, but who's
Oh,
he
I
talking
think he's
to?
talking to you. Oh, you?
Is he? No, he's talking
Or
to Bane.
maybe. Oh, Bane.
Yeah, he's talking to Bane.
I'm dumb.
This is a public spreadsheet that can be found in my Discord. This is everything I've ever done. So the first thing I ever did was in January 2016. You can click on it and then click on it and go to it, and then that's it.
I have a question about this spreadsheet.
Okay.
Before we call the show. Anything that's on the Forge now, for your link there, location, for your location column there, do you put that it's on the Forge? Or
Yes. This is completely updated all the time. What in the hell? Why is there a link to that? That shouldn't be a link. How do you delete links? Edit link. Apply, delete. I don't know. Isn't there a delete link thing? Whatever, I'll figure it out later. Yeah, so if it's on the Forge, why are these linked? These shouldn't be linked. Why are there links? Somebody went in here and nobody can
you
get
were sleeping.
Forge. So yeah, it says FG Forge on anything that's on the Forge.
Cool.
So they're all marked.
Neato.
Monster Manual Expanded 2nd edition coming soon. French language codings coming soon. Fantasy Grounds Label Maker, that's Bob, coming soon.
Spoiler alert. Label Maker.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Neat.
It's not what you think it is.
Oh, well.
It's not like a thing that cups.
No, I know that. I'm aware. It's going to be something for Fantasy Grounds. Hey, I also like my Label Maker. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got a label maker. I haven't used it yet, but I got it.
My brother kept leaving his D&D books here at my house, and we often have some of the same books. Like, he's got his own, player's handbook and whatever. So I went one day and I put labels on the inside cover of all of mine. That this one's mine, not my brother's. Although you could just open mine and know that they're mine because I write in my books. But that's another story for another day. Oh my God!
Don't! Oh, I panicked when you said that.
What?
Don't write in your books.
I do write in my books.
I know you do.
Can't, there's nothing you can do about it now. It's already been done.
It's been done. It's over. Okay, so let's go back. This goes back over here like that. This is DM Guild Learning. We showed that team round. Oh, here's projects being worked on. Nothing. Because I used to work with about 125 authors on DM's Guild. Now I work with 4 because Grim Press undercut all my prices. And I don't sacrifice price for quality, so I just leave it. That's it. We'll close that. Oh my God, Diablo Bob. VR Gemmet redeemed hydrate. Okay, hold on.
Drink water. Check your street cam.
And then there's street cam. Like that. So this.
I'm tired.
Those people that haven't been watching the show since the beginning, this black thing right here, that's my do not turn around in the driveway sign on its side because it fell because there's like 20-mile-an-hour winds out there. The winds are only 5 now. I should go out there and bring it in.
Your Hoa hasn't yelled at you for the sign?
Oh my God.
I'm just curious.
So, oh my God. I'm so angry at myself.
I know, you missed your Hoa meeting.
Yeah,
I know.
I missed my meeting, and I signed up to be, I submitted myself to be a member of the board, if not the president. Well, guess that's not going to happen.
No, probably not.
So my neighbor Tyler, that I kind of became friendly with, he and his wife brought cookies over for Christmas, and they were like, "Hey, we live next door."
How nice of them.
And I said, "Do you want to come in?" And they were like, "That's fine, thank you. No, we got to deliver some more cookies." They were like, thought I was a serial killer or something. So, what happened was, I emailed him and I said, "Hey, I can't believe I did this. I put the meeting as April 29th in my calendar, and it was March 29th, and I missed it." And I mean, I'll even show you guys the personal interaction with my neighbor. How do I do that? Where is the...
Oh my God.
So I said, well, I fucked up. I guess I won't be on the board. How'd the meeting go? I put April 29th on my iPhone, not March 29th. Damn, is there a recording of it? And he said, yeah, there was voting during the meeting by a couple folks, so that probably didn't help you. Honestly, we can still make committees and stuff with other folks. We are all still one vote in the org anyway. I don't know what that means. I have been traveling for the work week the last 2 months, but I'm back in town now. We should get together sometime this week and hang out if that works for you. Maybe Tuesday evening. And I said, let's do that. What time? And he said, I'm done with work about 3. How about 5? I said, sounds good. Yours or mine? He said, either way, I can come by your place first and then come back to mine later or something. I don't know what that means. And then I was like, all right, yeah, come over at 5. I shall be ready to receive you. Gross. And then he did not respond. So he'll be here on Tuesday and I'll find out what the deal is. But I actually initially thought that the HOA had a president, but it's not. There's a secretary and a treasurer and a whatever the hell it is, and then the president is one of those people, and it's a whole fuck. That's why I wanted to go to the meeting so bad, but it was a Zoom meeting that I fucking somehow just missed. And that it turns out.
Oh my God, Rob, you didn't even have to leave your house.
No. And
I'm so disappointed in you.
I was probably sitting here like watching Seinfeld during that. I just completely fucking didn't. It's so unlike me. You guys know me. I'm like Mr. Spreadsheet, Mr. Calendar, Mr. 15 minutes early, double, triple check, doctor's appointment, dentist, whatever the fuck it is. I'm never late and I'm never wrong. And I fucking entered that into my calendar on April 29th instead of March 29th. And then when I realized it, I was fucking livid. I was like fucking, I'm not a person who like picks up something in my house and throws it because I'm that angry, but I was so mad. I just didn't know what to do. So I emailed Tyler. I said, hey man, how was it? Hey man.
But my original question though, you haven't gotten a ding from your HOA about the sign
because there's
in your
no
driveway?
HOA to ding me. Now the lady who, so what they do is the corporation that like the home builders, they're the HOA until they turn it over. And she emailed everybody saying, hey, I went out and drove the neighborhood just to take a look for compliance, and I never heard anything. So okay. I'm assuming it's okay.
So you don't have like a when we moved in, we got like a pamphlet from our HOA that says like these are the things you can, and you know what I mean?
Oh.
You never got anything like that?
You mean this oh fuck me.
I hate HOAs, for the record. I think they're the stupidest things on earth, but I understand why they exist. But they're just dumb. That's all I'll say on that topic.
So you mean this 73-page document that has the CC&Rs in it and everything?
Yeah. Ours is not that big.
Here's
but
what you're gonna do. Here you can't do it. You can't have the check the drawers and the hinges. Yeah. Fuck. Use and care of whatever. There was a whole. Yeah, I have so many documents from buying a house. Like it's very overwhelming to buy a home.
Interesting.
Sales contract, right to sell, offer 1, offer 2. Oh, that was from my offer from my old house. Listing agreement. Home warranty, which is now expired because it's 1 year.
Wait, is your electric company really called Light It Up?
No,
Light It Up Electric?
No, Light It Up LLC is who installed the generator for $15,000.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, man, if that's your electric company, that's so cool. Like, what a cool name. But it's not, and I'm disappointed.
So the electric company's name
Ours
is
is like Lake County Municipal, some bullshit, boring. Yeah, exactly.
The Avista, Avista, that's the name of the electric company. But it used to be called Washington Water Power, which is how I grew up. And they had such a cool mascot. His name was Ready Kilowatt, and here he is. Ready Kilowatt was the mascot. We all fucking loved it. And then this fucking Avista came and just, I don't know what Avista's logo is. This is so fucking boring. So there's a certain here. This is the Avista. It's just Avista Corp. Boo! It's just fucking boring. There's a certain subset of people, including me, that are, have like lifelong Spokanites or people that have lived here for more than 20 years or whatever, who refuse to go. Like, they'll say, hey, I was driving, down that park across from the water power, and like someone will be in the group and go, the water power? What the fuck are you talking about? And then we'll have to go, oh, well, you know it as a vista, but we don't call it that. I mean, everyone's like, there's just this group of people that refuse to, to adapt and change. And I'm one of them. But we used to, when we were kids, we had like calendars and little stickers, and people had shirts and stuff. It was this little fun thing. And my best friend from childhood, who I still am friends with today, his father was a linesman there. So he climbed up on telephone poles and did shit like that, right? So he brought us home. He brought us home an electric meter one time. He brought us home like one of these things, and we took it apart, and there was magnets in there, and we were fascinated. And then he goes, "Okay, now put it back together," and we fucking panicked. And he kind of April fooled us. He goes, "You guys have to put that back together. I got to take it back to work and install it at someone's house." And we were like 9. We're like, "Oh my god." We've ruined some person's electricity. He fucking, he waited like 2 days to tell us, yeah, no, that's yours. You can keep it.
Interesting. Yeah, my dad was an electrician. I don't know if you are familiar with a lot of things in Sacramento, California.
I'm familiar with it. 6 people got shot today.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah, mass shooting again in Sacramento this morning.
Crazy. My dad, when I was a kid, he was on the crew that built. Back then, it was called Arco Arena. I don't know what it's called now. It's apparently it's Sleep Train Arena now. That's where the Kings used to play.
Yeah.
I don't know if they play there anymore, but
Sleep Train Arena.
That's
Oh
so bad. It was called Arco Arena when I was a kid. But yeah, my dad was like the head electrician when they built that, and so in return, when during its grand opening, I believe they had a Monster Jam there, and my dad was given box tickets to go to this Monster Jam event. I must have been like 8 or 9, or I don't remember how old I was, but anyways, so we went to a Monster Jam, and where was I going with this story? My dad makes this joke as we're sitting in the box, and he's like, to me and my brothers, he's like, "Watch out, that light's gonna fall."
Yeah, because he installed it, right?
Right, yeah. And I was just like, we're all freaking out and like hiding under the seats because my dad's like punking us, basically.
That's funny.
Just an asshole.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what you do to your kids, though. I've never had the desire to have kids. But every once in a while, I get an inkling. When I see an opportunity to make like a joke to make a kid freak out, I always think that's the best.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Here's what Washington Water Power. It still looks like this, but it says a Vista up there now. And let's see, can I make it bigger? Yeah. And that's an artist rendering, but the building fucking looks exactly like that with the trees and everything, and this little lake right here. It's exactly like that could be a photograph, even though it's not.
Mm-hmm, right.
And they have a cafeteria that's in there that's fucking amazing. Like, it's employee cafeteria. And I got to go in there a couple months. I don't know. I guess it's been about a year now. But I went to some meeting here to try to stop them doing something. And I met this kid in there. This, like, maybe he was like 30 years old, 35. Real nice guy. And I said, he just was, I don't know why he befriended me, but he's like, he goes, "Hey, I'd love to talk to you about this, if you see what your ideas are." And I'm like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm not management or anything, but I'd love to hear why you're so upset about what they're going to do." And he goes, "Let me buy you lunch next week." And I went there and I signed in, and he gave me a badge, and I went back to the cafeteria in there. And I was like, "Oh, fuck, I got to get a job here. Cafeteria is amazing." But then I talked to him, and, because what they're doing, not what they're going to do, what they're fucking doing now is there's a street. Let's see. So I haven't lived in Spokane my whole life, but I've lived here most of my life. I was gone for 25 years, but so here's the river. Spokane River runs through Spokane, right? And that let's look at where Avista is. Yeah, so here it is right here. So this is a street called Mission, and then you can drive down Mission, and then when you can take this little turn right here, and you can go up, and you can drive along the river, and you can drive all along the river. And my house used to be like out here, Now my house is here where the blue thing is, but I used to live like about 4 miles to the east.
Okay.
And I used to love to drive, nice, you're driving and you're looking at the river and it's really cool. And in high school, I went to high school like out here, and then there was a thing up here, and I would go drive, and I would drive that way to go up here like that.
Oh man, Fred Meyer. I miss Fred Meyer. Sorry.
You got it. So what they did now is about a couple years ago, they said, okay, we're going to do this thing, and it's going to be awesome, and everyone's going to love it. So right here, see, here's that lake even that was in the picture. That's that lake right there. So right here, they're turning this. So this was an actual street. You could drive your car and go that way. So now from right here to right here is nothing. It's blocked off, and they're doing construction. And what they're doing is they're turning it into a park area along the river here, so that the Avista Utilities campus and this will all be kind of one thing. And there will be a driveway going through here, but it's only for like ambulances and shit. And then they're going to make a parking lot right here, so you can go and park your car right here. And then this is going to be like a river park, and they're going to clear all the trees out and whatever. And I was so angry about that. I went to like a community meeting, and I was the youngest person there because this right here is all like apartments, and they're not old folks home, but they're seemingly like apartments that only senior citizens. So everybody who lives in these apartments right here is like 70, So we all show up to this community meeting, and it was the same thing as me trying to stop them building houses next to me. They have a meeting, they listen to you, and then you can just tell they're like, okay, meeting's over, adjourned, sign the thing. We did it. The public knows about it. We're going to fucking not consider anything anybody says. Fuck you.
Right.
That's kind of how it was. And so that's where I met the guy, and he goes, yeah, I'd like to hear what you think about that. So then he took me to lunch. Anyway, that's it. So here's my house, everybody.
Craziness.
Come visit me. I'm right here.
Next time I'm that way. You're so far away.
Oh, driving? It's a 7-minute drive to Avista. So this is a really fun drive still. Now what you have to do is, like, say I'm downtown or I'm over here doing something or washing my car, getting groceries, whatever the fuck I'm doing. I got to come this way. Then I got to go up this street and come over here. Or no, yeah, I got to end up coming out like right here or something. Whatever the fuck it is. And then, or no, maybe it's just right here. I'm not zoomed in. Yeah. So you got to come up Perry. You got to turn into this little inlet, drive around, curve all the way around back down here, and then go on this road. So you're missing this whole stretch right here. So I don't know. This is probably 100% nobody gives a shit about this except me.
Right.
But when you grow up in a town and you get used to a certain thing and you like it and it's like one of your favorite things about the town, you get passionate about it.
For sure, yeah.
Feel a little bit sorry for people watching 2.5 hours later.
Anyway, everybody, come visit me in Spokane. I'll buy you dinner. Meanwhile,
I'm on my way.
Now I'm buying 1,000 dinners next week. Oh shit. So
I'll message Sven and be like, hey, Rob said he'd buy you dinner.
Yeah, I said
so
I'd buy you dinner.
just drive on over there, okay? He still lives near you, doesn't he?
Sven does, yeah. Sven here.
Yeah.
It's funny because I won't.
You don't need to show where he lives.
But
Don't talk.
You know
to
that river. So Sven lives like I could not literally, but almost throw a rock across that river and hit his house. Like he lives really close to me across the river. But there's only 2 ways to get over that river that are with it, and so you have to drive like 4 miles east or west to come and then come back. So it's like I live 10 feet from Sven, but he has to drive a mile to get to me. Like it's fucked up.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that river.
He could just wade through the river. Like he'll be fine.
People die. People die in that river every single year.
Oh God.
And then what happens? It's on the news. Everyone hears about it, and then the next summer, idiots are in it again, dying. They go in, and get pulled under and all this kind of shit. Oh no, I'm out of drink.
I was looking at that shooting you were talking. We don't have to talk about this on the stream, but.
Oh yeah, Sacramento.
Yeah, in my hometown.
Is that where you were born, Sacramento?
Yes, I was born in Sacramento.
Guys, I hate to be the buzzkill, but I do need to go. I am falling asleep.
All
Good
right.
night, Jerry.
Good night.
Good night, y'all, and good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
All right, there goes Spirit Fate, everybody. What a dick. So yeah, Sacramento 6 killed, 12 hurt. It was 6-9, then it was 6-10, now it's 6-12.
In downtown Sacramento too.
Yeah,
I didn't live very
it
far
was a
from
nightclub
downtown.
shooting or whatever.
That's crazy. I wonder what nightclub. I've probably been there. I
Yeah,
used to go clubbing when I was
Sacramento.
younger.
I mean, there's just a mass shooting every
Really?
day or two anyway. What the fuck?
I never went clubbing. Okay.
I went club when I was in the army, and I was like, it was funny because I was 18, and if you're in the army, you can somehow like being 21 for anything doesn't apply to you. I don't know if it was that way when you were in, but we would go to El Paso, and if you showed your military ID, they didn't. That's all they cared about. They didn't care about your driver's license. They care about your military ID. I guess they just wanted to be friendly to the military because that's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So they would let us in, and I'm like in downtown El Paso, and I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. I mean, to be nice to my friends, I went like a few times, and then when I was in Korea, I went, and I mean, when I was young,
went to a club once.
yeah, and then
my friends asked me
like
to.
when I went to my first club once, I was like, don't want to ever do this again because I'm short, right? So I'm on the dance floor being bounced around like a pinball.
People don't really know this about me because they only know like what I do and say on Twitch, whatever. But I'm really fucking introverted. Like I'm super introverted. This is like after this, I'm good for like a week. Like I don't need to socialize. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm just not like I went to a club once when I was 22, 21, 22, somewhere in that ballpark, with my friends because they made me, and it was just very uncomfortable for me. I'm just not that. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah, I'm sort of. This is probably one of the reasons I became a comedian. Is I'm pretty outgoing if there's either a group or I know people are watching me like on stream.
Yeah.
But if it's you and me one-on-one in a room, you're gonna have to pull it out of me. Like I'm not gonna say very much.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good in like one-on-one, and I'm a good conversationalist, but I'm not like I don't like seek like socialization. Like to put it in perspective. So my husband made friends with our neighbors 2 houses down, and they have a kid who's friends with our kid, so that's how we met them, right, through our kids. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out and have some drinks and play pool with the dad that lives there." And I was like, "Oh, have fun, great, go enjoy yourself." The other day, I was like, "Oh, I should probably meet the mother because our kids are friends."
Yeah.
And like the whole time, I'm just like, it's so awkward for me to be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Aiden's mom. Nice to meet you." And I'm just putting on pleasantries, but I'm just not that kind of person I wouldn't have ever introduced myself to them if our children weren't friends and my husband wasn't going out to play pool with the husband there. Like, I don't know, it's just not my style. I'm just not like that. I don't need to meet all my neighbors. They can all remain strangers for all I care.
Yeah, well, I only know my one guy that I was telling you about, and he doesn't even live next door. He lives like 3 houses over. Right. But I don't know anyone else in this neighborhood. And I knew the lady that lived next to me for a while because of that one. Like the first day I was here, I yelled at her.
Mm-hmm.
But she moved, and now the people that are in that house, it's like these 3 dudes who are renting, and they fucking saw dead bodies all day in the garage. I don't know what they're doing in there.
Oh, geez.
And they all drive Jeeps and trucks. Yeah, it's those kind of people.
Yeah, I know our neighbors to our right. They're very friendly. Their dogs get in our yard sometimes. They have like these little Yorkies. They're tiny little Yorkies, and they get into our yard sometimes. And we have a big dog, a very big dog. So that's always a thing. Not always. It's only happened like once or twice. But anyway, so we've met them. They helped us when we were repairing our fence because we share the fence line with them on that side. Right? So they came out and were helping us like pull out the old fence posts. Like they were very nice neighbors. Even though the fence is our responsibility, it's on our property line, they were nice enough to come help us with it because it butts up against their property. Anyways, I digress. They have an adult son who recently moved out, and they gifted us like a box of his old clothes because I have a 14-year-old, and they were like, "Oh, these are some of his things from when he was in high school. If they fit your kid, great. If not, we'll just donate them." So I thought that was a nice gesture. So So they gave my kids some clothes, like neighborly things like
Yeah,
that. They're
that's
very
nice.
nice people. I like them, and that's it. Our neighbors on the other side of us, on our left side, they're fucking nosy busybodies, and I don't like people like that. Like, we were burning wood in our yard one day, and we looked up the burn laws for having like a backyard, like a fire pit type thing. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about? And we looked up the burn laws, and like we're only allowed to burn on certain days of the week and during certain months of the year. And we were totally within reason, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, she came knocking on our door one day, and she was like, "I hope you guys aren't burning treated wood," and being a fucking Karen. And we were just like, "Nope, we're not burning treated wood. We're just burning regular old firewood." You know what I mean? And I was just like, "Dude, mine. Like, why are people like this? Why are people like this? Why did she come knock on my door asking us if we were burning treated wood? It's fucking firewood. Mind your own fucking business." But anyways, I don't like people like that. They get on my nerves.
So
So, yeah.
what about the guy? What about somebody knocks on your door and tells you your music's too loud? Turn it down. Is that okay?
Well, but see, I'm not an asshole who plays loud music.
Right, but
so,
would that be okay?
I mean, that would be fine, but that would literally never happen because I don't play loud
Because you're
music.
not Bane.
'Cause I'm not an asshole.
Anyways. All right, everybody. Listen, don't forget to come.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I like it. People that watch this show know that's what happens. It's 10 minutes of Fantasy Grounds and then 3 hours of this. That's what it is.
Random. It turned into the old Wednesday show there for a bit.
Yeah, the Wednesday show. We don't do that anymore. But speaking of Wednesdays, come join us play Gloomhaven on Wednesday this week. I misunderstood what. Okay, what's Celestia? That's why I want to move to the middle of no fuck anywhere. Yeah, because people.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I would if I. Yeah, I almost considered doing that when I bought this house. I almost considered like just buying a house, fucking nowhere. But I couldn't quite bring myself to do it for various different reasons. Shitty internet. Well, yeah, there's that.
Is hard. Yeah. I like Taco Bell too much to live too far
from
a Taco
that's
Bell.
the thing. I can't.
There's too many reasons that I have to stay in suburbia. Okay.
Right. I can't go out. I can't do it. All right, but join us Wednesdays, people, for Gloomhaven. Robin and Fury and I will play, and then Friday, and then Saturday,
and more banter will happen. Then
you know what? Let's reward people for staying till the
right.
end.
You should give them like a lot of points for staying for so long.
I'm gonna give another prize away right now, everybody.
Oh snap! Look at that! All these people who hung in here. We stayed.
Type in exclamation "We stayed" to get on the list, and I'll give away another prize, everybody.
It's amazing.
Look, people are dropping out of the chat. They're like, "Oh, too late."
Goodbye.
Type in exclamation "We stayed," and we'll give away a prize. Probably not going to be that many. Messy Fresh is in.
Hey, that's my husband. Don't let him win. Whatever he wants, I can just get for him.
If I pull the trigger and it's him, he's going to get a prize. Oh, West Aid. Yeah, we stayed. We stayed. So 15 more seconds. Ooh, it's only going to be 4 people so far.
How dare you, ma'am? I'm a proud supporter of Rob Twohy.
All right. Since it was only 4 people entered, all 4 of you can send me a message in Discord. So don't forget, if you want a prize on the DMs Guild, I need the prize and your email. If you want a prize on the Forge, I need your prize and your forum name, because DMs Guild is email and Forge is forum name. So all Bane and Mosk and Foz and Australis Plays and Messy Fresh can all send me claim prizes. Boom.
That's dope.
That's how you do it.
So dope.
Okay, Robin, we did a good job.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I've got to go to bed.
Yeah, it's almost been. It's gonna be like 10:35 for you, right?
It's 10:35.
Yeah.
I'm usually in bed at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll of course be up another 6 hours, but that's all right. The cleaning.
Well, you
cleaning
live in the
comes.
past.
Oh my god,
so.
I got to get up tomorrow because I got to wash my bedding and get that before the cleaning crew comes. Oh my god.
How's it feel living in the past?
Am I living in the
I
past?
live in the you live in the past.
Oh, I
yeah,
do. Yeah, you're a
it's
time traveler from 2
8:35
hours in
for
the
you.
future.
Yeah, yeah.
All I
I'm
know
from the
is
future,
like,
man.
get the lottery numbers and give them to me really quick.
Okay,
And we'll split it.
I'll do that. We
Yeah.
live in different states, but okay.
I don't know, Powerball, whatever it is.
Aren't they still drawn separately for every state that no.
No, Powerball is like 17
you're right.
states or something, and then
Oh, but they reveal the numbers at the same time.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Like universally. So like when they're drawn, if it's drawn at 9 p.m. my time, that means it's drawn at 7 p.m. your time.
Right.
So I couldn't give you the Powerball numbers even if I wanted to.
No.
I'm rambling again.
And also, this just goes to disprove your theory, which is I am not in the past. It's all the same.
But you are in the past.
Am I?
Yeah, because in less than 2 hours, it will be April 4th for me. And you'll still be living in April 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, link to
Yeah.
the forge. Here we
Logic.
go. So you can type in !forge and that'll get you that link, or you can type in DM's Guild ! And that'll get you fucking there it is. I thought a link wasn't gonna come up again.
Look, the robot had to think a little.
Yeah, it had to sync. Oh, look, I have the thing. I gotta go back to this right here like that. So, all right, everybody.
This was lovely.
Thanks, and don't forget to come watch us on Wednesday because it's super fun. Good gaming, everyone.